What Mr. Trump did yesterday was to betray the women and men of the FBI, the CIA, NSA, and others, and to betray the American public. And that's why I use the term that this is nothing short of treasonous, because it is a betrayal of the nation. He is giving aid and comfort to the enemy.
Star Trek. 3 years. I Love Lucy. 5.5 years. Seinfeld. 9 years. The Dave Weinbaum Show. Now in its 10th year. I used to open for Rush and Hannity, and now I proudly follow the Eagles and Queen. With 10 years in the tank, now with an eye on 20. The time to get it off your chest is now. They accuse this show of being run by boobs. Well, let me tell you something about us boobs. We're real and we're spectacular. That was John Brennan telling us that Donald Trump has committed treason. The ex-head of the CIA for Barack Hussein Obama. He's not employed by the government anymore, by the way. He is employed by CNN, but he still has clearance. He still has classified clearance, as does the ex-DNI Director of National Intelligence, as James Clapper, who says similar things about Trump. You know, the left attacks him because, well, he won and he's alive. He's breathing. If he got on stage with Putin and ripped his suit top and shirt off and challenged Putin to a fight and then whipped his arse, they still would have been all over him. It doesn't matter what he does. They hate him because he won. They hate him because he breathes. And they hate him because he won't kowtow to them. He will not step down. He fights back. After all, his record on Russia compared to Hussein Obama, Brennan, Clapper, Hillary, Bill, Mueller, Comey, Susan Rice, is incredibly tougher than anything they did. Recently, he attacked and killed over 200 Russians in Syria. And when Barack Hussein Obama drew his red line, it got covered in the sand awfully quick as Syria poisoned its own citizens with chemical weapons. Trump put sanctions on the Russians. He kicked diplomats out. He told Germany, Angela Merkel, to stop their pipeline fuel deal with Russia, taking billions of dollars out of Putin's pocket. You think it goes to the Russians? Hell no, it goes to Putin. And as to pledging fidelity to our intel leaders, who've been wrong who have been wrong multiple times, leading us to war in Iraq because of the WMD's confusion. Absolutely. Where were they at 9/11? They were absolutely, totally clueless. I mean, what do you have an FBI, a CIA, Department of Defense? What do you have these people for if it's not to predict things like 9/11? But what they're really good at is biased investigations that are politically motivated instead of legitimate probing. And now Intel is caught colluding with Russia via the dossier paid for by the DNC and Hillary. And the main investigator, Peter Strzok, who we're going to find out later, was actually brought up in Iran. Isn't that interesting? And it was sponsored by Brennan and by Obama and by Valerie Jarrett, who was the one that said we need an insurance policy just in case he wins Trump over Hillary. And as they tried to overturn our right to vote, they provided this insurance coup in collusion with Intel, cheering them on. Well, what I say is this: march these seditious cretins into jail. And by the way, it's not just the Intel. They have colluded with Democrats in Congress, Senate, and House. They are running scared to death. If they don't get rid of Trump quick, it's going to come back to bite them, especially if the Republicans keep the House and the Senate in the 2018 midterms. What do you want Trump to do? You want tough talk or tough actions? I, for one, pick tough actions. Hi there, this is Dave Weinbaum, and you're listening to the Dave Weinbaum Show. I'm here with radio legend Stan Hines. Hi, Stan.
Good morning.
And my lovely, beautiful, technical genius girlfriend. What's your name again? Lisa Strausser.
Thanks,
sitting here.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that.
She's laughing. Thank God. Oh man, because that could have turned out bad. You know, it's tough to know when you can kid a woman and when you can't. You know.
You should have a clue by now. You should.
I could hear about it later, though. You see. Well, why'd you have to say that? Really, why did you have to say that? I know how these things work. All right?
By the way, nice job on coordinating your outfits this morning. You guys both really sharp.
Yeah. We're both wearing green. Is this green?
It is.
Yes.
Green K-Kid shirts.
Yep.
All right. It's like it's like we're twins. We're separated at girth. Anyways, glad to be here, guys. I want to thank everybody who's listening, everybody's pushing the show, and I want you to, we've got a great show. We've got the Rabbi coming out at 9:30. We've got Laura Loomer, who is getting more interesting all the time. Dr. Amy coming on, and Mitch Weinbaum all the way from Connecticut, who I'm getting to really like. You look at this. You look at one of my things in there is one of my news bits is that, age is really how you feel.
Right.
And, there's JJ, I can tell already. But how come we don't hear the phone?
I don't know.
Uh-oh, that's a problem. But, they say age is how you feel. And so, I'm thinking about this, and I'm saying to myself, this thing about staying relevant into my old age, and I'm getting there, come on, I'm almost 70, is possibly helping me.
Right.
because I don't work out religiously. I mean, I when I play golf, I take a cart and I push my cart away a little bit so I can walk more. So I probably every 18 holes I get 10,000 steps.
There you go.
And I have fun doing it because I'm not even thinking about it. I hate walking on treadmills. I hate walking in the track in the gym. You know? Well, except for the good-looking woman.
Okay.
Sorry. Too much, huh?
There's one.
Too much?
The list has begun.
I was thinking about you, though, when you're here. When you're there with me working out, honey.
Nope.
No, it doesn't, not working?
No.
All right. So I'm thinking maybe that has something to do with it. That I'm talking to young people. You know, who am I interviewing? Oh, the rabbi's the oldest. He's 51 years old.
Right.
But then I've got Laura Loomer. She's 25.
Right.
I've got Deanna Lorraine. I believe she's about 33, and she can't be here today because she's in London now.
Wow.
First in L.A., where she lives, and then in D.C. last week, and now she's in London. So she couldn't call. She was at a function in London. I guess she's speaking at a men's conference.
Cool.
Boy, it'd be a lot of testosterone for her to search out there. Anyways, but she's only like 33, and then Dr. Amy, she's a mother of 3. And she's in Boca Raton. She's about 37, I'm guessing, roughly.
Right.
And then there's Mitch.
22.
22 years old.
Yeah.
Been talking to him since 19. And he's a very smart guy. He's going to go places. I know he is.
Yeah, he is.
Hi there, JJ, and welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. This is JJ, right?
This is JJ.
Hi, JJ. How you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm just pretty good.
Why is that?
Got a word or two about the politicization. Did I get that right?
I think so.
Of the FBI and the CIA. We can thank Barack Hussein, Comrade Obama, and Eric Holder, of course, and John Brennan for politicizing and weaponizing the FBI and the CIA, and then turning them towards their political enemies. Nixon had a hate list. And Clinton had a hate list. Well, I think Barack Hussein Obama's hate list is absolutely huge.
Well, and his is ongoing to this administration. That's the difference. Nobody's ever tried this before.
He is torpedoing this administration as much as he possibly can, and trying to hide it behind his action group and other things. This thing is just screaming for an investigation. Please investigate this. You're going to uncover so much dirt. There aren't enough handcuffs to go around.
Well, probably not, and that's why they're so frantic. Is because if they don't get majority in the House and the Senate so they can stop the investigations, they've got another 2 years to put up with this. And then a possible another term by Trump, which I see as not expected, not so much possible, because the stuff this guy's done to turn the country around is absolutely undeniable and amazing.
It is stunning.
Absolutely stunning.
It is stunning.
Who would have thought?
My hat's off to the Donald. I didn't know he had it in him, but God bless him. I'm so happy he's doing it. I think I'd made this prophecy a while back. The midterms, I think, are going to be a Republican sweep. I think there's going to be so much dirt flying on the Democrats, they're just going to duck their heads and say, "Okay, take it."
Well, they're digging their own grave with the guys like Brennan out there. I mean, who are they appeasing? Who are they appealing to? Whoopi Goldberg telling Judge Jeanine off on air, and then after she walks out, not Jeanine, but Whoopi walks out, Judge Jeanine on The View, she thinks, well, I guess I'm done here, and then she gets to the top of the stairs, not knowing that Whoopi's at the bottom of the stairs to get the hell out of there, and Whoopi says, F you, and get the F out of this building now. Okay? What the heck is that?
Every time one of these libs opens their mouth, another Republican is born. Keep it up, folks.
And the walk away movement has to be every time they say something like that, maybe 10,000 people more join the walk away movement, which is hashtag walk away, which is Brandon Strata, an ex-liberal gay guy who has said walk away. And we've had it on the show numerous times. We'll have him on again. And I think it's actually catching hold. And it's catching hold amongst people that the Democrats cannot afford to lose. Minorities, blacks, Latinos.
Have you noticed how little the liberal mainstream Politburo media has said about the walkaway movement? Nothing. It's silent.
No, I know.
I prefer to ignore it.
I know. And by the way, I forgot to mention, we're going to have another contest for $35 McDonald's gift card by calling 573-364-4433 with even a smattering of information. Will get you into this contest, but I want more than that. My callers are better than that. I know they are. Look at JJ. He's a colleague, all right? He's like talking to a fellow conservative. And that's what I love about this show. And I also love the fact when I can get guys like Kevin on the phone and have a halfway civil discussion about it, about what's going on. He can give me his point of view. I can give him my point of view. And we can go on from there. This yelling and screaming at each other. Huh?
I want to hear what Kevin has to say.
Well, and it's important because that's what the liberals are saying. He sort of represents a lot of the liberals and what they're saying, and you have to understand what they're saying to know why they're wrong. All right?
Well, you don't have these sorts of conversations on liberal media. It just doesn't happen.
No.
They want to censor it, silence it, anything they can do to pretend that these conversations aren't there. And this is why conservative talk radio is so great. Listen to it all the time because there are opinions out there that matter, thoughts out there that matter, and they're not being suppressed. Hooray.
Yeah, well, that's why I love this job. I love doing what I'm doing, okay? And I love guys like you who call the show and make it more exciting. Thank you, JJ. You're
God
on the
bless
list.
you, Dave.
All right, God bless you, too. And on that note, I want you to remember the number. I think we're going to take a little break. The rabbi's coming up in about 12 minutes. Get it off your chest.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager with the all-new Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Rolla. Come see the amazing deals on Ram trucks. Get behind the wheel and feel the power in the 2018 Ram Crew Cab with a 5.7 Hemi. And there's power in the savings, too, with thousands off of MSRP. For the Jeep enthusiasts, stop in and see the all-new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus. Whether you're roaming the hills or around town, you'll always be ready to go off the beaten path. Stop in and see the difference at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located on South Bishop next to Mandarin Gardens.
What does your morning sound like?
Goodbye, baby.
Is she asleep?
Yeah, finally.
Great. I picked up our favorite breakfast sandwiches from McDonald's.
Ooh.
My turn. Here's to making your morning routine a little better. Right now, mix and match 2 select breakfast sandwiches, like a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, a sausage McMuffin with egg, or a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit for just $4. Breakfast at McDonald's. Single item at regular price at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Who let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated.
Reality check number 14. Getting a house loan shouldn't take longer than building your house. At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We know you're anxious to start building your dream home, so we make loans quick and easy. We don't have to send off to some big city for a decision. Your decision is made here, and your loan stays here. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Spectacular deals on display now during the 4th of July sales event all month long at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla. Receive 10% below MSRP on all 2018 Tahoes, and your new Cruise is waiting for you at Fairground Auto Plaza. Take 20% off MSRP on all 2018 Cruise LT models. Stop in today at Fairground Auto Plaza, 100 Fairground Road in Rolla. For full details, Chevy, find new roads.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at the Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
You know, John Brennan started out his adulthood by voting for the Communist Party presidential candidate. He's now ending his career by showing himself to be the most biased, bigoted, over-the-top, hyperbolic, sort of unhinged director of the CIA we've ever had. And really it's an insult to everything about our government to have a former head of the CIA calling the president treasonous just because he doesn't like him. But realize that Brennan, you know, I filibustered Brennan. I tried to keep Brennan from ever being the leader of the CIA. But realize that Brennan and Clapper are known for wanting to expand the authority of the intelligence agencies to grab up everyone's information, including Americans. And so I don't have a lot of respect for these people. Even before they decided to go on hating the president, I disliked these people because they wanted to grab up so much power and use it against the American people.
Well, Senator Rand Paul, I don't agree with him on a lot of his foreign policy stuff. But most of it, financial and economics, I do. He's sort of like a libertarian, although he is a Republican in the Senate. But he is often the thorn in the butt to Donald Trump. But he's honest about it, and he's calling out John Brennan. No holds barred right there. You know, he's calling him out. And so you got to respect the guy even if you disagree with him once in a while. And that's the same thing for this president. I mean, my goodness. The things that he's done so far have been unprecedented. And I think next week you're going to get a business report that shows us up about 4%. I think the most Obama increased the economy in every quarter was about 1.9%. Maybe there was a little over 2% once. But 4%, it's a big deal. It's huge. The amount of jobs now is such that the rates are going up. I know my rates are going up. It's hard to find people because they have jobs available. And you have millions and millions of people, well, not millions and millions, but about a million people now are coming off the not looking for jobs anymore list, all right? They're back in the economy. That's why you could see a little blip now and then of an uptick of the unemployment rate. But the Dems are just, they're crazy over this. Well, you're not getting enough money. If you're not getting paid $15 an hour, it's an act of violence, according to some lib outlet. It's incredible what these guys are doing. I mean, so if I don't pay somebody $15 an hour, if I don't hire them, is that an act of violence on my part, giving them the right to hit me or do whatever to do to me? This is where it's going, guys. This is going to physical violence, and it's getting real close. The great example, which I mentioned earlier, was The View. Whoopi Goldberg and Judge Jeanine, and they were actually friends. Judge Jeanine was on The View for a while. I don't know whether she was one of the gals that were actually on the show, but I know she's been on as a guest. She was on there as a guest. They asked her to come on. You don't treat a guest like that. I mean, you can have discussion, but you don't uprate him like that and then walk off the set as Whoopi did, and then wait for him downstairs. I'll tell you what I would have done if I was Judge Jeanine, and this is maybe a male kind of response. But if Whoopi had told me, it's okay to say to me, F you and all that stuff, but if Whoopi had said to me, get the F out of this building, I would have said, I'm sorry, do you own this building? Which she doesn't. And I would have just sat there. I said, you know what, I'm not going anywhere. What are you going to do about it? And let her throw the first punch or whatever she's going to do. and do what you have to do to protect yourself, and then have the jerk arrested. Now, somewhere along the line, the producer of the show, The View, has called Judge Janine, but she said she's been real busy, hasn't been able to return the call. I suspect there's going to be an apology made, because you can't allow that kind of stuff to go. Or, well, you can, and then it becomes chaos in this country, and we're not far away, quite frankly. All right, so we're back on the show. Call the show, 573-364-4433, to get it off your chest. And we got a couple other things coming up. We got a new segment. It's called the Sicilian segment. And right now, though, we're going to have... what are you doing? You don't have to play it right now.
Okay.
You looking for dueling rabbis? Do you get it? All right, right now we're going to listen to Dueling Rabbis, and in about 3 minutes, the rabbi is going to be calling from, I believe, Efrat, Israel. If not, he might be in the States. Who knows? You can't keep track of this guy.
He's tough.
Anyways, hit it.
Yeah, 1 second, Dave. You were talking to another rabbi? Sounds like you're cheating on me.
No, actually, I'm cheating with you on him because he was the first rabbi. Listen to this. I got rabbis fighting over me. This is kind of weird.
That was a great. That was a great piece there. The rabbi's coming up in a couple minutes, and while he's, figuring out how to dial the phone, he said he called last week, and he didn't get through. We didn't see any evidence of that.
Well, it was probably just something in the phone lines. That happens.
I mean, it happens if you're next door to somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you would expect that to happen from, Israel.
Yeah.
A guy calls me from Israel. Think about that. He's calling me from the Bible Belt. That's the real Bible Belt. Below Jerusalem, next to Bethlehem.
Yeah.
My goodness, does that encompass a lot of history?
Yeah.
He had a tunnel through his backyard in his new house. They found that was part of the Roman water system to Jerusalem.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible?
It is.
My goodness. So the guy's living where, Abraham and Jesus and Moses. Well, Moses never quite made it to Israel, did he?
No.
He had to stand on the outside, huh?
He was in Egypt.
But he when he brought the Jews across the Red Sea, as it goes, he was put in the desert. They were made to spend 40 years in the desert.
Right.
Being fed by God with manna, whatever the heck that is. And then he did something wrong. And God says, you will not step into Israel, but you'll be on the fringe. Moses allegedly died when he was 120. What the hell were they eating back then anyways? That got him to 120. I want some of that manna.
Yeah.
You know what? We should have a food product. McDonald's needs a product called manna. Guaranteed you'll live 120 years, maybe more if you don't sin.
Yeah.
How's that?
I'm sure that'll work well.
Good luck with that.
You never know.
Yeah.
That's
not sinning thing. There's only been one of those,
Well, yeah, okay. Thanks for that. On this segment, where I think I know who this is, should I say hello and welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show, or Shabbat Shalom?
Shalom.
Shalom. Yes, there it is. It's the rabbi. Where are you calling from?
I'm home now, calling from Efrat, Israel.
Okay.
South of Bethlehem.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, how cool it was that you called every week, and about how you screwed up your phone call last week because we never got it. Yeah.
last week? What are you talking about?
You said you called.
You guys didn't answer the phone.
Yeah, well, I'm standing here watching the phone. It makes noise, and also I watch it because it flashes too. And I'm going to tell you, Rabbi, you would never make it as a flasher because it didn't flash. All right? Now, I know you've probably tried before. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen up. The second most powerful in Israel and in his own home, according to his wife Yonit, official rabbi to Missouri, future rabbi to the Trump Third Temple Hotel, Casino, Golf Course, and Spa, Rabbi Moshe. Rabbi Moshe. All right. The audience was a little bit off, but oh my God. Look at that. Look at them do it again.
The audience was stunned. They paused before they started clapping.
Like they hadn't heard this before? Come on. Oh my God, there it is. Now they're making up for it.
There they go.
They're standing up in Newburgh too. I can see them. Hey, Doolittle. Chester, get your butt up and applaud. What's going on with that? All right, anyways. Yeah. How's that? And speaking of getting a piece of somebody, I want to ask you this. When Bibi Netanyahu went to see Putin in a closed meeting, was there an uproar from Israelis in the Israeli government?
Not at all. Not in the slightest. Look, we know that Bibi was representing the best interests of the state of Israel, and people understand that Putin is very involved in what's going on in Syria, and we need to engage with him.
And yet, when Trump went to see Putin, my goodness, and they were talking about what was in the best interest of Israel.
Right, I saw that, and if you read a little bit on Facebook what's going on, I see in 2013 President Obama spoke about how it's important to renew our ties with Putin, and you see president after president reaching out to the Russians, but suddenly, because it's not about Putin and it's not about the Russians, it's about this incredible hatred that the left has for Donald Trump, that he could do no right. But in Israel, we're more into real politics, not all this. Of course, we have a lot of that silliness too, but at the end of the day, when people are firing rockets at us and our neighbors, again, are not Canada and Mexico, we don't have the luxury of all this baloney that we got to deal with strong men, we got to deal with terrorists, because on a day-to-day basis, that's what our lives are. And while we're a very safe country, but it's because we're willing to do what needs to be done.
Well, the Trump thing is more than just the left going crazy. There's a cover-up going on. This investigation was a fraud. This Mueller investigation, it's a fraud. It's a setup as an insurance policy, and we have the information about that from Strzok, the chief investigator, who, by the way, grew up in Iran. What a shock. All right? Who knew that? Eastern Europe, the anti-Semitism is going down, which, that would consist of Russia, too. But Western Europe, anti-Semitism is up. Why is that?
Why is it up in Western Europe? I think because they're bored.
Wait a minute. Wait, boredom? Well, I've heard a lot of things that would bring on anti-Semitism. What's the matter? You're not doing your stolen jokes in Western Europe? You should go on a tour.
Dave.
You should go on a tour. What am I going to do with you, Dave? No, I have proof. Here, February 16th, Facebook. Hear about the protests?
All right.
Wait a minute. You hear about the protests in northern China? It was a Mongolian beef.
Oh, you guys.
No, don't interrupt. Wait, no. He's doing beef jokes, and he's claiming something else, but they're just like my jokes. If steak isn't on... Wait a minute. No, don't give me the copyright stuff. You're a friend.
You can't copyright the word beef. If I use the word beef in a joke, doesn't mean I stole it from you.
If steak isn't on the menu, you have a legitimate beef?
But Dave, do you remember there was a commercial, Where's the Beef?
Yes.
Right.
Did they steal that from you also?
No. Nor did I steal it from them. Did you get the genuine? What was your joke, Rabbi?
My joke was, can vegetarians have a beef with someone?
Okay. It's like that. It's just like my joke. It's a beef joke.
You know, I saw someone.
Where's the beef is not a joke.
Ever veg out?
Yeah, this is getting bad. All right, we'll get back to this other segment here. You know, Zuckerberg, that's the head of Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, with him though, it's okay with to have Holocaust deniers on Facebook.
Yeah, I saw that, and he tried to explain himself, but at the end of the day, the idea of free speech has been completely abused. Free speech does not mean freedom to say whatever I would like that causes potentially harm to communities or hatred or racism. There are limits. There are limits to free speech. There are limits to free speech, and denying the Holocaust is something that affects communities of people that are still survivors, and this is an abuse of free speech. And Zuckerberg, I'm sure, would not allow anti-Muslim rhetoric.
Yes,
but,
exactly. Yeah. It's very, very spacious as to how he's doing this. And here's another, I guess, a guilty Jew. I mean,
I don't think he fears that the Jewish community is going to put a ransom, on his head, like if he insulted Muhammad, the Muslims would. So, he knows he can get away with it, and he's going to.
So, what's the controversy about the Jewish nation-state law? Is it not pretty well known by this time that Israel is the Jewish state?
Right. I don't actually think it's controversial at all, but Israel passed a law this week, the nationality law, which basically says that Israel is the nation state of the Jewish people, which is exactly what our Declaration of Independence said in 1948. So it's just, to me, it's reaffirming it and turning our Declaration of Independence into a legal document. And the other interesting thing that it said was that Arabic, which was an official language, has been removed from being an official language of Israel. It's now, I think the language I use is something like that is a special language, but not a official language of the state anymore.
Hey, Rabbi, there used to be a bounty on dead pirates. How much you get for a dead pirate?
A buccaneer.
You saw it. I rest my case. I rest my case, Your Honor. He stole another joke. All right. Thank you so much, my good friend and stealer of my joke. What are you, the Henny Youngman of rabbis? You steal all your jokes?
Well, Dave,
Milton Berle. You stole more jokes than Milton Berle.
When I was in high school, they referred to us as the chosen people, but when I went to gym, I was always the last chosen people.
Good one, Rabbi.
All right, get off my phone. Good Shabbat to you. Hi to you and the kids.
Hello, everyone.
All right,
take care, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Lisa, Stan.
Bye-bye.
Can you believe that? He read it off Facebook.
He's funny.
He is funny. He's funny, but it'd be nice if he used his own damn material. What the hell's that about?
Boys,
it's kind of hard to use your own stuff when you got 46,000 of them out there.
Why? That's not everything that's ever been written.
Well, a lot of them are funny, so people repeat them.
That's fine.
That's only fair.
Why don't you just put on the end of it Dave Weinbaum?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that. He's taking it as his own. What the hell's that about? My friend. You know what? Just for that, we're going to take a break. But listen to me. Call the show. 573-364-4433. We got excellent stuff coming up. And you could win a McDonald's $35 gift card. Get all that fresh quarter pounder beef. It's delicious. Get it off your chest.
Warning, this is Microsoft. Your computer has been hacked. You need to call the number displayed immediately.
Warning, do not call that number. This is a scam. Call A1 Tech of Rolla, LLC at 573-458-9175. If you have given these people access to your computer, or worse, your money, your computer is now compromised. A1 Tech is available both mobile and on-site to take care of all your tech needs, and was recently voted the best computer repair service in Phelps County. Call 573-458-9175.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
Price Chopper in Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area. With a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe, you can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax, and enjoy your lunch in our dining room, located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
The Flooring Factory Outlet in St. James has the best prices and the biggest selection in the area, and they can save you the most money. From incredible ceramic tile to hardwood, carpet, and laminate, the Flooring Factory Outlet can do the deal. So if you need flooring, they have it. Open Monday through Friday from 9 till 5 and Saturday from 10 till 4. Easy to find at 1111 West James Boulevard in St. James, or call 265-1111. The Flooring Factory Outlet, the #1 flooring store in the area.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community-born, community-raised, community serving.
Hillcrest Pharmacy and Optical in Rolla invites you in to experience local hometown service, friendly staff that you build a friendship with over 60 years of solutions, and service you don't get in a chain store. When you buy local, the money stays here. And now with free delivery to the local area, Hillcrest service just got better. Shorter wait times. Large chain stores look at you as business. To Hillcrest, your people will love to serve. Call today at 341-2020 or stop in on Highway 63 in Rolla. Hillcrest Pharmacy and Optical, hometown service you can count on.
When it comes to title insurance, you have a choice. With over 37 years of combined experience in the title insurance industry, the staff at Premier Title Group is ready to help you with all your real estate transactions in Phelps, Crawford, Dent, Marys, Pulaski, and Texas counties. With unmatched customer service and one of the friendliest staffs in the area, you will find that at Premier Title Group, we truly live up to our motto, providing you with a premier experience during your real estate transaction. Tell your realtor and lender that you choose Premier Title Group. May God bless our troops and our emergency responders.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at the Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
One of the great things about America's democracy is we have a vigorous, sometimes bitter, political contest. And when it's done, historically, regardless of party, the person who loses the election congratulates the winner, reaffirms our democracy, and we move forward.
October 18th, 2016, about 20 days before the election, and let's see, about 3 months after they started the Russian investigation, collusion investigation, in the Trump campaign. They certainly were not investigating Hillary. They were investigating Trump. They were wiring Trump. They were meeting with Obama. Strzok, McCabe. Strzok admitted to such in his testimony. And now he's saying the Russians, they couldn't affect the election. There's no way. That was Barack Obama on October 18th. So, if that's the case, and he did pull one of his cyber experts off of this case, told him to shut down. Why? I'll tell you why. Because they knew Hillary was going to win. You got to get out the vote in 2018, or this stuff will get shut down. You know it will. This is a takeover by the deep state, the Democrats, the progressives, the socialists, the communists of America. You know, John Brennan, I didn't mention this, most of you probably know this. Back in the 70s, when Jimmy Carter was running for president, he voted for the communist candidate. So we can assume that he's a communist, can't we? This is the same guy that's now calling out Trump for treason. Why? Because he met with Putin. Just like Obama did. Just like Bush did. Just like Clinton did. I'm not sure if Clinton did. I don't think Putin was in office then. But, yeah, he met with him in private. Was there any uproar when Barack Hussein Obama met in private with Putin? Do you remember when they had an open mic, a hot mic that they weren't aware of, and Barack Obama told the Russian president, a close friend of Putin's, you know, please tell Vlad, that would be Vladimir Putin, for those of you in Doolittle, please tell Vlad that when the election's over, I'll be free to do a lot more stuff. Now, if that isn't colluding with the Russians to overturn an election, then what is? You don't hear a peep out of the media for that, do you? Hey, call the show, 573-364-4433, and make yourself eligible for a wonderful McDonald's $35 gift card. And I want to say this to Randy out there, who's very generous. He gives us stuff away. Yeah. I went to the office and I says, so I said, I want you to give the $35 thing away. Now, the first time, I matched it, and then I made it $100. The second time, I didn't say anything. So my office just assumed it, so sent him another $100 gift card. So I fired 3 of them. No, I didn't. No, but that's so generous. It's shamed me into yelling at them. No, I didn't yell. All right, so we're back on the show. Give me a call. Tell me what you think, for God's sakes. I know you're burning up out there. You know, this is the time for you. This is the end of the week. I will enjoy the weekend eventually, but this is what I do. I take all the slings and arrows that you guys who are frustrated out there, and I know you're out there, guys and gals, I take all the slings and arrows and I sort of breathe them into my body. And then I go to work at McDonald's, work drive-through, my own special little way. And then, no matter what the temperature, no matter how the heat index was like over 100, I've done it a couple times this year already, and I'm almost 70. Gives me a little workout. And then go in, say hello to the crew and the managers, and get on my way to my daughter Sarah's lavish day spa, where she is a masseuse, who, by the way, both I and Steve Wheeler know that masseuses can almost be as good as a medical doctor. Now, in Steve's case, they detected what he had, and I don't want to talk about it on air, but they detected what he had, and his doctor completely blew it.
Yep.
And in my case, she's telling me what's wrong with my knees and stuff, and she's pointing out the plantar fasciosis, which I've had all my life, and she's telling me, you got to get different shoes. You got to go to up there in St. Louis, and what's it,
Birkenstock.
Birkenstock?
I told you about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you about that.
Like I said, Sarah told me about Birkenstock. Do not interrupt when I'm talking. Shut her mic off, will you?
When can I interrupt?
Actually, it's connected to your mic, so you'll need.
No!
Oh, okay.
No, you want to take over the show for 3 hours?
No,
Good luck.
no, I don't have 3 hours worth of stuff.
God. I got 6 hours.
We can just talk about Dave.
I got about 5 hours worth of stuff, all right? So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a little break now. I want you guys to exercise your, no, not that finger, the phone finger, which you dial with, all right? And call me at 573-364-4433. Like I said, I'm taking all this in for you so that I can have, I will go to get the massage, which she kills me. I mean, it's like I try to sleep through it, and I can't. She kills me. But it's good for my knees, all right?
Hurts so good.
By this time, I would have had to have at least one knee operation, which would have been a knee replacement. As long as I can still play golf, I can hobble along, okay? I'm fine. I don't really limp or anything, but it does hurt at times, all right? But still, she's kept me out of off the surgeon's table and under the knife, and I appreciate that. And then I go home where Lisa Strasser usually has an adult beverage ready for me. I will turn on the British Open, and I will fall asleep to watching golf, and maybe wake up later that night and have a bite to eat, and then pass out again until Saturday morning. And then for the most part, I will be recovering on Saturday morning and try to get out and play some golf on Saturday, where I will be a renewed person. That's my process. My whole week is focused towards this. Although I am still a full-time McDonald's owner-operator.
That's right.
That was for the company right there. I want them to know that.
And it's Friday, so don't forget to call us.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
I think it's the Friday celebration, isn't it?
Oh, the fries at McDonald's are great.
Yeah, so $35 worth of fries. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
Whoa. I'm getting hungry talking about it. All right, we're going to be right back. We'll take a break, come back with, well, there you go. As soon as I say that, they have a sense, a fifth sense. Heather, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Chester from north of Doolittle.
Well, hello, Chester. How are you?
I knew it.
I am fine. Why just change the subject to something, bring it back. You mentioned about living long in the days of the Bible.
Yes.
There's a secret. And it's not secret. It's spelled out nicely in the Bible. Just most people don't want to believe it, and you're not going to like it. Say people lived like 800, 700, 900 years commonly up until Noah. After the flood, it's a steady drop down to about when Moses is like 120.
So apparently he didn't know it all, did he?
Yeah. What happened after the flood is that's when they landed on the mountaintop and they were told it's okay to start eating meat.
Oh.
Now, there are other factors also that people will argue. There are many other things that changed, but that's the one that's pointed out in the Bible.
So if you're a vegan, how come you're not living to 130, 150? How come you're not living to 600 years old? Explain that, Chester, please.
Obviously, the vegetables have been contaminated.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
GMOs.
Do you really believe that people live that long and that it's just not a metaphoric thing in the Bible, because after all, they were also supposed to be 20 feet long. We would have found skeletons.
Who says we haven't?
I've never show the evidence
being found.
Show the
all
evidence.
Through the United States.
Yeah.
And they always get shipped off by crews of the Smithsonian Institute, and they're never seen.
I cannot believe that throughout this world that no one has found or publicized a 20-foot tall man and woman. Well, I mean, does the public know this? Why doesn't the public know it?
They're always whisked away by the government.
Yeah, right. Okay, come on.
Well, they don't want to verify any part of the Bible if they can help from it.
Exactly. I mean, if they found it, you won't hear about it.
I'm rolling my eyes. I'm sorry, Chester. I don't buy it. I like you.
You don't have to buy it.
Well, I'll buy it if I see some facts.
They used to live 800 years.
Okay.
Up until the time of Noah, and then from then on, once they were told it's okay to eat.
Okay. Do some research. Give me some proof. And then we'll talk.
It's in the Bible. Just read the chapter.
Okay, but prove the Bible. This is getting to be more like...
You deny the Bible? Now you're in trouble.
This is getting to be more like a conversation with the rabbi.
He's going to have to deal with you.
He's already stealing my jokes. He's already dealing with me. Do I need you to be stealing my thunder?
To hell now.
Get off my phone.
Well, they believe in the Bible, Chester. It's just 5 books, though. The Torah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they threw the rest away.
Well, no, there's more than the Torah.
I'm just joking.
You have those are the ones that go, through Moses, and then into the Promised Land. But then you've got the whole Old Testament.
Right.
Okay. We'll have another discussion next week. You're in the contest.
Yeah, that is part of the Torah.
You're in the contest.
Pentateuch.
You're in the contest.
The Pentateuch is the first 5.
But get off my phone, Rabbi. I'm sorry to call you Rabbi. I just called you Rabbi. This is not good. All right, get off my phone, Chester. I love you, but get the hell off my phone. Hi to Martha.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Oh, man. All right, now we're going to break, and after the break, I want you to call me 573-364-4433 and get it off your chest.
KKID, Salem, Rolla.
If you're remodeling your home, then you are going to want to start from the bottom up and get some new flooring at the Flooring Nook in Rolla. Oh, you went to a big box store. How'd that go?
Excuse me, sir. I need some help picking out flooring.
Oh, yeah. I'm in lawn and garden, and I'm on break. I'll get somebody.
And then no one ever comes.
Sir, the store is closing. You're going to have to leave.
Should have went to the Flooring Nook.
Yes, you should have. See the folks that actually want to help with your flooring needs at the Flooring Nook. Stop in at 2077 Old St. James Road or find us on Facebook.
Are you concerned about the quality of your private well water, or do you need water qualified testing for a home loan or a refinance? Ozark Testing, a division of Anderson & Associates, is a state-certified drinking water lab offering testing for total chloroform and E. coli with a 30-hour result turnaround. We also offer engineering, architectural engineering, civil design, land surveying, materials testing, and geotechnical investigations. Please call us today at 573-364-8900 or visit us at 1511 Watts Drive in Rolla for more information.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit our website at forumdental.com.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
If you're in the food business and your walk-in cooler quits, do you think you can call just any heating and refrigeration guy to fix it? Think again. Time is money, and you don't want to have to wait while an air conditioner repairman tries to figure out what's wrong. At Cox Brothers, food equipment repair is who we are. We have the specialized training and know-how to protect your expensive and fragile inventory while we repair your broken equipment. When you need food service repairs, go right to the experts. Cox Brothers Food Equipment Repair in St. James. We'll keep the hot side hot and the cold side cold.
For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla, or call 314-3300. That's 314-3300.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
I have never seen in my lifetime or in modern political history any presidential candidate trying to discredit the elections and the election process before votes have even taken place. It's unprecedented. It happens to be based on no facts. Every expert, regardless of political party, regardless of ideology, conservative or liberal, who has ever examined these issues in a serious way will tell you that instances of significant voter fraud are not to be found.
No facts. After it was being investigated for about 3 months by the Obama administration, no facts. Mueller needs to be stopped. This is a witch hunt. Yeah, do Russians meddle in elections? Oh my goodness, they do. Do other countries meddle in elections? Oh my gosh, yes they do. Does America meddle in elections? Did Barack Hussein Obama meddle in the French election using taxpayer money? Oh yes he did. Did Barack Hussein Obama meddle in the Israeli election, trying to get rid of Bibi Netanyahu using U.S. taxpayer money? Oh, yes, he did. By his own definition, he should be the one locking himself up. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Dina from Linux.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Well, good. I was calling to talk about the last caller, although you did put me on after Obama. Yuck.
Oh, gosh. You want me to call you? Is this really going to affect your performance now?
No, it just kind of nauseates me a little bit.
Well, I got to talk about what's happening in the world. It's my job.
Oh, but he takes so long to just spit it out. It's ridiculous. Anyway, this guy called was talking about meat. Disgusting. And if you know your Bible, in Genesis, God had regard for Abel's sacrifice, which was the first fruit of his meat, and not for Cain, which caused the sin. But then later on, when he was talking about Noah, that that had nothing to do with meat eating. They ate meat. The reason why the days got shortened was because of the sin of men's hearts, and that's why he shortened their days on the earth. And it says it in Genesis 6, if somebody wants to look it up. Genesis 6, in that chapter, it talks about it. And specifically in verse 3, it says that my spirit will not strive with man forever because he is flesh, so I will lower his days to 120 years. And it's because of sin, not because of meat.
But there are laws. There are laws in the Torah about how you handle meat and how you make it kosher. So, and these are allegedly God produced these laws for Moses and the Jews.
Yes, for his chosen people.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So was everyone else not supposed to eat meat, but we were somehow privileged?
Well, no. I think we are supposed to eat meat. That's why it was given to us.
Well, that's what I think. But no, it's a good point. But why can't they find any of these people that lived 900 years? Why can't they find their skeletons? And why can't they find 20-foot-long skeletons if they existed? All right.
Well, I don't know about 20-foot long. That was Goliath. He looked like 9 foot.
No. This is people were supposed to live. The rabbi tells me that Abraham knew Adam. Abraham knew Adam, that he lived that long. So, I said, come on. I don't know.
I'm not Jewish, or I'd be living in Israel if I was Jewish. I don't know why you're not living in Israel.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. If it got really bad here, I think my people started out in Israel. If it got really bad here, and it could, I wouldn't think twice about going there.
That's good. Then you can have a destination wedding. Then she could stay in Israel.
You're the one.
And I could come and visit.
I asked Lisa, I says, is this the troublemaker? And Lisa says, well, not for...
invite me to her wedding when it happens.
Lisa says...
I'm not so old I can't actually dance.
Lisa says...
Thank you, Dina.
You're a troublemaker. I know it.
I am not. I'm a born, blue-blooded conservative woman here.
All right, well, you're okay there, but my God, you have to cause turmoil like this?
It's not.
I'm going to hear this. I'm going to hear about this all day.
I'm so thankful when you do this.
I'm going to have nightmares when I'm supposed to be relaxing today.
Well, that's number 2 on the list to talk about later.
Why do I feel the need to tell every caller, get off my phone? I had to tell the rabbi, Chester.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Thank you so much for your lovely call.
You guys have a good weekend.
I hope you have as great a day as you're making mine.
Practice dancing.
Well, since you're feeling like the victim, I'll do your theme song.
You know what you do.
Let my people go.
That's pretty good, Steve.
Nice.
That's opera quality. Do you got anything? You know what? I want Sicilian. We're going to have a Sicilian segment here because. We have a friend who's Sicilian and can't talk about it, though. You can't really talk about Sicilians. They don't like to be talked about. This is for my Sicilian friend, all right? I come from a neighborhood so tough, we use 38 specials as toenail clippers. Forget about it. It's a little thought to my Sicilian friend out there. And please, God, please, forget about it. All right, we have one coming up later. And right now, though, we're going to hear from... Do we need to take... No, we don't need a break, do we? Do we need a break before we do Laura? Stan, I'm talking to you.
No.
Thank you. All right, right now, we're going to hit the Pretty Woman song. No, is that it?
American
Woman.
That's right.
Yes. Well, she just got a compliment. All right, now Lisa's sitting here thinking I'm calling someone else a pretty woman. I'm screwed. This day was started off really good, and now I'm getting hell from everybody. What's going on here? All right, hit it if you got it.
Young.
Yeah.
mess your mind. American woman, gonna mess your mind. Say A, say M, say E, say R, say I, C, say A, M. American woman, gonna mess your mind. American woman, gonna mess your mind. American woman, gonna mess your mind.
I didn't do it.
Oh, all right.
This is where I wanted to start it.
Oh, well, darn.
Well, there's a point there. Yeah, we're going to argue on air. Are we on air?
We're on the air.
Good. See, I didn't want all that entry stuff because this is the cool stuff right here.
It is.
Yeah, where are you rock and rollers out there? I want your opinions on this. And yes, you'll be eligible for the Cardinal game. Like that Dina gal from one. God. Well, you know what? The next time I answer the phone and she's on, I'm going to say, "Hello, Dina." And she'll probably say, "Hello, Weinbaum." It'll be like a Jerry Seinfeld episode.
Yeah. Hello.
You be nice.
What is it, Norman, or was his name Norman?
Norm.
Hello. The postman.
Yeah, Norm, wasn't it?
No.
You're an expert at this.
I know,
Watch
but
Seinfeld every day.
once I heard Norm, now I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
All right. Good excuse. All right, you know what? We've screwed up this song already. Let's go right to Laura Loomer right now. Hit it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, big treat, conservative, investigative journalist, interviewer of Maxine Waters, Comey, and Chelsea, the Lois Lane of the Dave Weinbaum Show, Laura Loomer. Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? Thanks for having me, Dave.
I'm good. It's my pleasure. You're a rising star, and you've got almost 200,000 followers on Twitter. How many of those do you think are haters?
Who cares? They're still following me, right? They're still looking to see what I'm up to. It's funny. My dad always asks me that too. He goes, because he follows me on Twitter. He goes, "Hey, you have this was when I had 150,000 followers." He goes, "Yeah, I mean, you have 1,000 of us who like you, right? And then you have 149,000 haters." And so my dad is always just making jokes about how I have a lot of haters online, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because the whole point about having people who follow you is to expose them to your ideas and your journalism and your work. And so even if these people don't like me, they're still seeing what I'm saying, and it's having an impact on them on a psychological level, an intellectual level of some sort. And whether people choose to interact or react to what I say, it is influencing them, and my name is getting out there. I mean, last month, over the past 2 months alone, I've had over 150 million impressions on Twitter. And so that means that 150 million people have been exposed to what I'm saying.
Well, that's like the Howard Stern effect. I mean, if you saw the movie Private Parts, I realized this is another old movie, I'm telling you, but the reason Howard Stern was successful was that half the people that listened to him liked him, and the other half hated him, and the ones that hated him listened to him twice as long.
Exactly.
Because they wanted to hear what he had to say, so you've got the Howard Stern effect going for you. That's really cool. That's really cool. Hey, what's your, you're kind of young, what's your eventual goal in life? What do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, yeah. So I'm 25 years old, and look, I mean, I would love to, I'm in the process of launching my own media company. It's called Illuminate Media, right, in which we illuminate the truth. We bring light to the darkness of the swamp. And my long-term goal really is to just have a very successful media company, very sustained, that encourages people, trains people to, utilize what they have to conduct and carry out citizen journalism themselves. And I just really would love to bring back the culture of the Fourth Estate, on which it was originally, which was to hold elected officials, politicians, and corrupt members of society who have immense amounts of power and wealth accountable. right? And right now, mainstream media, which was once the fourth estate, now they're all in bed with these corrupt individuals who they're supposed to be monitoring. The fourth estate, the media, they're supposed to be a watchdog for the American people. And so I hope that with my in-your-face, guerrilla-style investigative journalism that I'm able to bring back this once-forgotten era of investigative journalism, right, in which people ask the hard questions and they don't back down. Things that you used to see on 60 Minutes that you no longer see anymore.
Sure.
And I just really want to inspire, a generation of people, or an army of guerrilla journalists, per se, who are also inspired to take issues and get answers as well.
All right, well, let's get a little political, because I think you're well on your way. What do you know about Peter Strzok and his connections to Iran via Obama and Brennan?
Peter Strzok has ties to the CIA, and it's really shocking when you think about it, because there have been TV shows constructed on this idea that our government officials and our intelligence agencies are actually being infiltrated by Islamists. It's called Homeland, if you haven't seen the show. And I feel like on an episode of Homeland, when you talk and his Iranian roots, and then you talk about John Brennan and these allegations that he's had prayer in his office and that he himself converted to Islam, it's very scary. And then you also look at individuals like Valerie Jarrett, who've been tied to the Muslim Brotherhood, Huma Abedin, Hillary Clinton's right-hand woman, whose family members also have their own ties to the Muslim Brotherhood as well. If you look at Obama himself, who has declared that he has an Islamic faith. There are actual video recordings of Barack Obama saying that he practices an Islamic faith. Right? It's incredible. If you look at these people who have immense amounts of power and access to our government and classified information and sensitive materials of our intelligence agencies, they all have ties to Islam.
Is this why there's such a big effort to delegitimize Trump and to get rid of him? Because they're scared to death and they're covering up for their crimes?
Yeah, I believe so. When you look at the text messages that Peter Strzok was sending Lisa Page and everybody, he was talking about how he didn't like Trump's comments about immigration. Well, what types of comments about immigration? His travel ban, which includes Iran, maybe that has something to do with it, since Peter Strzok himself attended a family ties to Iran. What is it exactly? Are intelligence agents now, right? People who are in positions of power and, seconds in charge and counterintelligence agencies within the FBI, are these people now using their own personal politics and their own personal, social justice issues of personal relevance to them? Are they using that now to take down our president and influence our security as a country? It's very concerning. It's very concerning,
really is,
especially when you look at the ties that these individuals have to Islam. And it's no surprise that the values of Islam, this element of Sharia law, it is completely incompatible with the United States Constitution.
Yep.
And I just find it to be so scary how there is a full-blown infiltration of Islamists within our intelligence agencies, within our government. There could have been one of these Islamists in the White House if Hillary Clinton had become president, right? Huma Abedin.
Oh, sure.
Nobody wants to talk about it, right?
Sure.
But
and they also want no borders, which means that anybody can cross the border, including Islamic terrorists.
Exactly, and as we've seen, a lot of Islamic terrorists are crossing the border illegally, and there have been documents and reports filed by Border Patrol agents that show that they have found ISIS propaganda in the desert. They find prayer rugs, right? So a lot of these immigrants who are crossing over illegally, they are Muslim. There were Afghanis, Iraqis, and Pakistanis who were trying to cross over illegally through the U.S.-Mexico border, and they were detained. Why is it that Islamists from these countries in the Middle East that are just hotbeds of terrorism, why are those people trying to cross over through our border in Mexico, right?
Sure.
A lot of people don't know, but the cartels in Mexico have joined forces with Hamas and other terrorist organizations to specialize tunnel development, right? A lot of the Hamas terrorists who are building tunnels to try to, infiltrate Israel and carry out acts of terrorism, they're actually getting training from the tunnel builders in Mexico, the cartels who are building tunnels so that they can smuggle drugs and weapons and human bodies as well through human trafficking into the United States. But a lot of people don't know about this.
Hey, Laura, did you hear about the cow with a speech impediment?
No.
Yeah, she was an utterer.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Loomer, the Lois Lane to the Dave Weinbaum Show. Thank you so much for being a friend to the show. And good luck to you, and we'll continue following each other. And hopefully you will continue to get interviewed.
Of course, yes. I love coming on your show. I love talking with you and, socializing with you on social media as well. And Mike.
Oh, I'm blushing now. Stan, am I blushing? You're blushing. I'm blushing. Thank you so much. You have a great weekend. You shouldn't, if you have a girlfriend, you shouldn't be blushing from what a 25-year-old woman says, should you? Honey?
Probably not.
All right. Well, I couldn't help it. She was saying nice things to me, and they were all true. Maybe if you said things like that, sometime I would blush for you.
Oh, I spew out accolades for you all the time.
Yes, you
dear.
spew out a lot of stuff. A lot of accolades there. But anyway, this is one tough woman. She was just on the Rush Limbaugh show, not in person, but she went into Congress, into the lion's den, and stalked out Maxine Waters. Okay, and with her protection, with Maxine Waters, got an interview, and was assaulted by Maxine Waters. Okay, she interviewed Chelsea at a book signing. That's Chelsea Clinton for you, those of you in Doolittle, Chester. And she also took on James Comey at a book signing. This woman has chutzpah, all right? And somehow I met her on Twitter, and we seem to hit it off. She's got 200,000 followers, and she follows about 1,200 people, and I'm one of them. And one time I commented on one of her things, and the thing went viral. I got 60,000 comments and recognitions on that.
Oh my gosh!
That's the biggest thing I've ever done.
Wow!
Just a comment on one of her statements. I don't even remember what it was. Anyhow, we're going to take a break right now. Don't forget this number, 573-364-4433. And we're going to give away a McDonald's $35 gift card, but I want you to call to get it off your chest.
The Flooring Factory Outlet in St. James has the best prices and the biggest selection in the area, and they can save you the most money. From incredible ceramic tile to hardwood, carpet, and laminate, the Flooring Factory Outlet can do the deal. So if you need flooring, they have it. Open Monday through Friday from 9 till 5 and Saturday from 10 till 4. Easy to find at 1111 West James Boulevard in St. James, or call 265-1111. The Flooring Factory Outlet, the #1 flooring store in the area.
Reality check number 44. You can spend money everywhere. Why can't you bank everywhere? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. Town & Country may be a hometown bank, but our banking is state-of-the-art. We have dozens of ATMs across the area. Plus, you can bank anytime, anywhere, online or on your phone. You can even deposit checks from your phone. Pretty cool, huh? Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Who let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel and Henry Company. Daniel and Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel and Henry Company today, 314-444-5011. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday. Located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
Whether you're planning a small family get-together or a large company gathering for the holidays, Lucas Wine & Spirits has what you need, plus great gift ideas too, at Lucas Wine & Spirits Superstore, 15678 Manchester Road, where the smart people shop.
And now you can shop online at lucasliquorstl.com. With a superstore inventory, Lucas Wine & Spirits is sure to have just what you're looking for, from beer, wine, and all your spirits. Lucas Liquor in Ellisville on Manchester.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at the Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
There is no serious person out there who would suggest somehow that you could even rig America's elections, in part because they're so decentralized and the numbers of votes involved. There's no evidence that that has happened in the past, or that there are instances in which that will happen this time. And so I'd advise Mr. Trump to stop whining and go try to make his case to get votes.
Can you believe that?
Oh, yeah. It's
20 days from the election, after they started this investigation, which was not substantiated by evidence, apparently, because he just said there was no evidence. Didn't he just say there was no evidence?
Yep.
So was he lying, or did they investigate and find no evidence? They weren't investigating. They called this investigation before there was a reason to do it. And even if they used the FISA court for the phony dossier, they had 3 different versions of the dossier. And it was paid for by Hillary and the DNC. If they didn't include that information to the FISA court, it's a fraud. In fact, it's a criminal fraud against the United States of America. It's a federal crime. All right, call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest. Plus, get access to a wonderful McDonald's $35 gift card where you can buy our new fresh beef quarter pounders. They are delicious. And Stan knows.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah. So what did this Sicilian say about he only says his political opinions when he's drunk?
When he's making dinner, he likes to have a little bit of wine.
When he's cutting a sausage, and all that?
And cooking. Yeah, that's when his political views really
making
come
Italian
out.
stuff.
Yeah,
pizzas,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Pastas.
Man.
Yeah.
And there's a crowd of people there to eat it usually. I mean, that's,
interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
Our Sicilian friend is pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, he's a good guy, and he can be kidded with, but only so far. I think.
Time for another moment, you think?
I think probably we should do another Sicilian segment. Here it is. What do you think? Hey, you hear about the polite hitman? He had a welcome mat in his trunk. Forget about it. All righty, that's a second segment. All these are originals that I wrote, by the way. I'm not stealing it like some people would. You're hearing me and Fred Israel? My gosh. I thought he was a good friend. You know, he's still a good friend. But the good friends, he's like a brother, all right? I guess brothers steal from brothers.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. All
right. Well, the Sicilian, he doesn't have a hit out for me yet, does he?
No, he's liking it.
He's liking it. Well, that's what he says. But you never know what's deep down inside. You know, one minute you're in good shape, and the other minute you're in the trunk with the welcome mat.
Well, or in your car with the Amazon Alexa.
Yeah, what the hell's that about?
I don't know.
Starting this year, Toyota and Lexus luxury models will come with Amazon Alexa.
Alexa, turn on the AC.
Turning on AC. Finally, a virtual assistant to help you navigate.
Alexa, where's the nearest gas station?
Nearest gas station in 1.5 miles. And to help maintain your vehicle.
Alexa, order more brake pads.
Ordering new brake pads. Although maybe if you didn't stop so close to the car in front of you.
I left plenty of room.
You drive too aggressively.
If you were just quiet for 2 seconds.
She'll talk to you literally the entire time you're driving. I think you should have turned back there.
I know where I'm going!
Hi. You know why I pulled you over?
No, officer, I have...
Because we were driving 72 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone.
Anything else I should know?
2 miles back, we rolled through a stop sign without coming to a complete stop. Also, there are illegal fireworks in the trunk.
Sir, I'm going to need you to step out of the car, please.
Amazon Alexa. You'll never get away from her.
And this is what it's like when you get married.
Not quite.
Yeah. What do you want to go there? I don't think so. I don't think you want to go there. Hey, ex-senator and current number 2, and you know what? You're never going to be number 1 if, like this ex-senator, you insist on being full of number 2. Keith Ellison was a Muslim ex-senator in Minnesota. He's running for attorney general, but he doesn't have a law license. Somehow he got his law license taken away. And he goes out and he says, national borders create injustice. And he's not talking about injustice for the citizens of the state. He's talking about injustice for the illegal aliens. That's where this country's going. We have a socialist winner in the Democratic primary in Brooklyn. It's either Brooklyn or the Bronx, I'm not sure. Her name is Cortez. She's a good-looking 28-year-old. There, I said it. Another woman good-looking. Imagine that. A good-looking 28-year-old. But the Democrats are having buyer's remorse. She's out there giving all this media attention and stuff and interviews. And she's clueless. She's absolutely clueless as to what she's talking about. She's giving hell to Israel. She's talking about how awful Trump's full employment is going because some people have just part-time jobs. Well, the part-time jobs became a recommendation, almost a sure thing under the Obama administration because it limited employers to have work under 30 hours. So you had to, if they were to be eligible for the Obamacare, they couldn't work more than 30 hours for an employee's ability to get insurance for these people. So you had to hire more unemployed. So that's not our fault, all right. And she claims that capitalism is going away. Even old-timer and ex-vice presidential candidate Joe Lieberman came out and says she's clueless, and the Democrats need to be careful. That's how they seem to be going. This is becoming a socialist communist revolution. It's almost like back in 1917 when you had it's 101 years ago when you had Lenin. Raise up, demand we want free money, we want a free job. How did that work out in the Soviet Union? I mean, this National Socialism which is also was under the Nazis, where the government takes over everything, where in China they took over everything. It's caused about 200 million people to die from their policies through wars and starving people out, throwing them in jail if you object. And that's where this country is headed until Donald Trump became president. And I think that's why I think this was an appropriate time for him to occur, because we were going down, we were like the last swirl in a spiral going down. I mean, we were on our last swirl, ladies and gentlemen. And if you've ever had a Slurpee, that's a very depressing time. Yeah. All right, because there's no getting another one at that point. Okay, call the show, 573-364-4433, or
888-263-9002.
All right, and $35 McDonald's gift card for you. Waiting for you to eat. All right, so we got that done, and pretty soon we're going to be talking to who's next. I say we talk to Mitch at about 5-10 minutes.
All right.
And then last but certainly not least, Dr. Amy.
Oh, she's
what
good.
A hoot.
She is funny.
She is funny. What?
We need some calls, too.
Yes, honey, I've just asked for calls. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. Do you not listen?
Of course I was listening.
No, you're not listening.
I was not looking at broccoli
salad. You're not paying attention. What?
I was not looking at broccoli salad.
Is that what you're eating? Broccoli salad?
No, just a recipe.
I was wondering what the stench was. I mean, my God, that thing is like a week old.
It just popped up this recipe.
Oh, broccoli salad popped up on your little computer. Stench included, huh? Wow. Planned Parenthood spending $30 million just for the midterm elections in 2018. The NRA has spent $13 million. The last 10 years, that's $1.3 million a year. And guess who is subsidized by the government? Planned Parenthood. And guess what a big portion of their business is? Abortion. It's killing babies. Come on, let's not say it. You're either for killing babies or you're against it. And if you want to go to the point of, well, what if the woman gets raped? Okay, let's say I give you that one. And you promise you won't abort any more babies. I don't even want to give you that one, but let's say we come to that conclusion. All right? I'm a member of the board of the Pregnancy Resource Center out here in Rolla, Missouri. And I'm not taking any credit, because even before I got on the board, these people are amazing. And this is a Christian group.
Yeah.
I'm the, I don't know what you want to call me. I guess I'm the...
I have some ideas.
Yeah, well, I don't know what they call me behind my back. No, Token Jew.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm the token Jew.
Right.
It's interesting, because they expected me to... one time I had to lead the prayers. And so I just made up a bunch of gibberish, and I told them it was Hebrew. Because I don't know Hebrew. I spoke a little of it when I was a bar mitzvah, but, not something you do every day. So
well, you could have been speaking in tongues.
Yeah, I don't think so. No, I don't like dancing with snakes.
That'd be scary.
Lisa.
Right.
You can dance with me, though.
I know. I just said I don't like dancing with snakes.
In Israel.
Yeah?
At the destination.
What destination?
Dina's Call.
Oh, God.
Destination.
You can't do that on here. That's just, I'm feeling very uneasy, Stan. I'm feeling very uneasy here.
Well, then we might need to hear Dr. Amy next.
I'm getting very, very, where's HR?
Verklempt.
I want human resources to look into this.
You're getting verklempt.
Yes, I'm getting verklempt is right.
Verklempt.
Whatever the hell that means. Anyways, I just wanted to point that out about Planned Parenthood. They're subsidized by the United States government, your taxpayer dollars, through the help of some Republicans, too,
right,
to abort babies. That's just unconscionable, in my opinion.
Tune of $500 billion a year.
I don't know what they make off of, but they sell baby parts.
Yeah.
And Laura Loomer was part of the group
right
that found that out.
Yeah.
That's where she got her start as a kid, like 18 years old or something like that. All right?
Wow.
So, this is interesting. Like, I'm an old guy, and I'm getting to have this reliving youth thing through these other young people. Like, Mitch is coming up. He's even younger than Laura.
Living vicariously through them.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you for that big word.
You're welcome.
Right. Explain that to somebody in Newburgh, for God's sake.
It's what I do.
You're vicarious, yes. That means you got big veins in your legs, isn't it?
I guess. I don't.
Wow.
That's varicose veins.
Lisa, there's a high-tech mirror that prints out all your flaws. I just wanted to point that out to you because I think it sounds like a female thing. Us men, we don't care.
Yeah, we don't care. Yeah.
I don't see how that's
You're
relevant.
always looking in your mirror. What female does not look in their mirrors almost
once a day?
Obsessively. Once a day. It lasts for hours.
No, once a day.
Mirror on the wall.
Oh my God. How late are we to everything?
Who's the unfairest of them all?
I get blamed
Who's the fairest of
I
them
get
all?
blamed for being late all the time.
Because you are late.
I am late because of you.
You get in the shower 10 minutes before you're supposed to be somewhere.
Yeah. So
that's not because
and
of me.
I make it, and I'm ready before you are.
He likes to be seasonably late.
Oh my gosh, this is just not going well. Anyway, call the show 573-364-4433. I think we're going to take a break now, and when we come back, we're going to have cousin Mitch Weinbaum talk about show business. His kid's a sharp kid. I like interviewing with him, and I think he's going places. You know, I don't know what it is. We have never met, all right? And his name is Weinbaum. It's the same as mine. So somewhere along the line, in fact, now he's part Italian. Isn't that something? His father or grandfather was Sicilian.
Wow.
All right, how's that? So, I got to watch it with him, too. You never know. It's in the... Jews and Italians are usually pretty close in terms of getting along and things like that.
Right.
And my father was in liquor business, south side of Chicago. And he was, he was approached several times to be in the mafia, to run liquor stores for them.
Right.
And he told him no. He didn't want to. Someday a bartender would steal, and he'd have to come up with the money or else. Right. And so he kept that distance from them, and yet he did them favors. He would hire. One guy was a hitman, 3-time convicted hitman, and the FBI, made a deal to let him out if they could find him a job. And he worked for my father, and I got to know this guy. He was 5'3", 5'4". Name was Hank Guardino. And I will tell you this. Everybody was scared of Hank. Everybody. All right? And including me. I was 12 years old. What did I know, He would look at you, and he's like looking right through you.
Oh, man.
All right? What a tough guy. And, he killed a robber once in my dad's store. Crossed the bar. He was gonna attack this guy.
Wow.
Little old man. Gave him a third eye. Anyway, hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? I scared him away, I think.
I'd say it was...
I think I scared the hell out of him.
Yeah, I think you might have.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm sorry about that. Call the show. Call back 573-364-4433 to get it off your chest.
If you're in the food business and your walk-in cooler quits, do you think you can call just any heating and refrigeration guy to fix it? Think again. Time is money, and you don't want to have to wait while an air conditioner repairman tries to figure out what's wrong. At Cox Brothers, Food Equipment Repair is who we are. We have the specialized training and know-how to protect your expensive and fragile inventory while we repair your broken equipment. When you need food service repairs, go right to the experts. Cox Brothers Food Equipment Repair in St. James. We'll keep the hot side hot and the cold side cold.
Are you concerned about the quality of your private well water, or do you need water qualified testing for a home loan or a refinance? Ozark Testing, a division of Anderson & Associates, is a state-certified drinking water lab offering testing for total chloroform and E. coli with a 30-hour result turnaround. We also offer engineering, architectural engineering, civil design, land surveying, materials testing, and geotechnical investigations. Please call us today at 573-364-8900 or visit us at 1511 Watts Drive in Rolla for more information.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
Spectacular deals on display during the 4th of July sales event at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla. Right now, receive 19% below MSRP on all 2018 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LTZ with GM financing. Make the decision you can depend on in a 2018 Silverado 1500 LTZ. That's right. Save up to $10,055. Visit Fairground Auto Plaza at 100 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
Whether you're planning a small family get-together or a large company gathering for the holidays, Lucas Wine & Spirits has what you need, plus great gift ideas too, at Lucas Wine & Spirits Superstore, 15678 Manchester Road, where the smart people shop.
And now you can shop online at lucasliquorstl.com. With a superstore inventory, Lucas Wine & Spirits is sure to have just what you're looking for. From beer, wine, and all your spirits. Lucas Liquor in Ellisville on Manchester.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
What does your morning sound like?
Goodbye, baby.
Is she asleep?
Yeah, finally.
Great. I picked up our favorite breakfast sandwiches from McDonald's.
Ooh. Oh.
My turn.
Here's to making your morning routine a little better. Right now, mix and match 2 select breakfast sandwiches, like a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, a sausage McMuffin with egg, or a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit for just $4. Breakfast at McDonald's. Single item at regular price at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
There's a big question, first of all, in terms of those who are on Mr. Trump's national security team, whether they can continue to serve in good conscience an individual who basically betrayed his nation. What Mr. Trump did yesterday was to betray the women and men of the FBI, the CIA, NSA, and others, and to betray the American public. And that's why I use the term that this is nothing short of treasonous, because it is a betrayal of the nation. He is giving aid and comfort to the enemy, and it needs to stop. And Mr. Trump needs to understand that there are going to be consequences for him, too.
Threatening the president there, Glenn. Your reaction?
So I have a lot of criticisms of Trump. There were parts of Obama's speech as well that you referenced today that I actually thought were good in terms of criticizing global institutions. But that rhetoric that we just heard from the former CIA director, who also was part of the CIA under George Bush as well, is incredibly not just unhinged, but remarkably dangerous. We're not actually at war with Russia, which is the prerequisite for treason. And he actually said that Russia is our enemy, which is something that the president that he served for 8 years vehemently rejected, even after all the allegations of hacking. If you look at all the nuclear weapons on the planet that can extinguish the human species, 90% of them reside in the hands of 2 countries, the U.S. and Russia. And to create this climate where we declare Russia our enemy is remarkably reckless and dangerous, and it's shocking to hear.
And there has been reports that 3 senior FBI officials are resigning, retiring, or whatever, going into the private market And these guys were in charge of cybersecurity. I think there was a few jobs left to do there. But you know what? Maybe they're part of the deep state too. As far as I'm concerned, these FBI agents who are involved with the likes of Peter Strzok, who are cooperating and overthrowing the President of the United States, who are uber political, they can all go. You can all get out. And I think the average FBI guy is okay, but I'm having trouble because they're not speaking out. And you have a job, you have an oath that needs to be kept. And that oath is to protect America from foreign and domestic enemies. And when you're trying to overturn an election and that failing, executing a coup to overthrow a duly elected president, that is criminal, anti-American, and it deserves your attention in living up to your oath. Now, if you got a problem with that, call me, 573-364-4433. If anybody has a problem with that, call me and let me know what you think, and you'll be eligible for a $35 McDonald's gift card. Of course, if you're with an FBI and you want to be, I guess you wouldn't qualify for the contest, because how would we contact you?
Yeah.
We'd have to, be a spy. We'd have to leave it in behind a mailbox somewhere in an alley at 3 in the morning.
And put an X on the mailbox.
And put an X on the mail, well, something like that. We'd have to we'd have to turn into a spy operation to leave somebody a $35 McDonald's gift card. You shouldn't have to do that.
No.
But, come on, where am I wrong here? You made an oath, okay?
Right.
I mean, when I went to, when I had officers to fill, and I made an oath to the people that I was representing, McDonald's operators, and I said, I'm not going to do anything behind your back. I said, I'm going to do what you want me to do, except when I'm in a situation and there's evidence to the contrary and I have to vote, and then I will explain it to you. I can't tell you how many times I was threatened by certain people to do something that wasn't in the best interest of my constituents. And it cost me. And I can tell you it cost me. But I could sleep with myself, and I still have the respect of all those people I was representing. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Brian from Salem.
Hello, Brian. How are you, my friend?
Pretty good. And I wanted to comment on the guy that was talking about how meat is the cause of our short years. I looked it up in the Bible, and it's in Psalms 90, verse 10, where it is stated that our years will be 70, or if you're a strong person, 80 years. And it's not exactly saying this is the reason, but it is in the context of God's wrath against sin. Okay? It's not stating that that's the reason for our short lifespan, but it is definitely mentioned in the same general area. And as far as whether or not it is okay to eat meat, I know that you are Jewish and don't believe in the New Testament, but a lot of your listeners do. In 1 Timothy chapter 4, verses 1 through 3, you'll find that they're talking about in the last days, which is probably right now, there will be deceivers who will creep in and try to get people to believe all kinds of things, including what are called doctrines of demons. In other words, lies from the pits of hell. And one of those lies is that you should abstain from certain kinds of meat. Okay, that's not a good thing to listen to when the Bible is calling it a doctrine of demons.
Well, thank you, because I think that that might prevent me from going broke, since I sell hamburgers. I appreciate that very much, Brian.
It says right here, okay, for every creature of God is good, and nothing to be refused if it be received with thanksgiving. Okay. That's verse 4 of 1 Timothy 4.
All right, well, thank you very much.
So we can eat anything with God's blessing as long as we thank Him for it.
Well, thank you very much for saying that. And I know as Jews, we bless our meals, we bless our food. We thank God especially for the wine. Borei Puri Hagofen. That's wine, baby. Hey, Brian, thank you so much for the call. You have a great weekend.
You're welcome. See you later.
See ya. Bye-bye. Well, when did this become a church? I mean, come on.
And I knew Brian
it's
would have
interesting,
the
but
answer.
Huh?
I knew Brian would have the answer. He's really a smart guy. I got this from Karen Lewis. She said, everyone is smart except Trump. It really is quite simple. Everyone is smart except Donald J. Trump. That's why they're all billionaires, and they all got elected president. Only Trump does not know what he's doing.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Sarcasm for you guys down there, wherever you're at, out there in Owensville. It's sarcasm. Don't get excited. All right. By the way, I want to thank people like Geary, Tex down there in Texas, listening to the show. He announces the show and pushes it from last night to this morning. He actually announces it when it's first on the air.
Right.
Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that. Kevin and Candace, old friends from Michigan. Well, old. I mean, they're like in their late 20s.
Right.
And so there's some cool people there. Brenda out of New York. CB, that's Claude Bouchard. Buy his books. He's in Canada. And I don't think he's a conservative. I think he's Canadian, whatever they are. They can be conservative and they can be liberal there.
Right.
Stoney Burns out of Rolla, Karen and Joan. Okay, I mentioned you, Joan. I hope you got your computer back. And Kathy and Mike Dillon and Pia the Alien.
Right.
Pia the Alien. So, that's just a smattering of the people that push this show. There's Irish Eileen out there in Chicago. And, I'd spend the whole 3 hours talking about them. So I try to throw new people in when I can. So, anyways, we are back on the Dave Weinbaum Show. If you want to call the show and be a star like Brian and be eligible for the fantastic $35 McDonald's gift card, call 573-364-4433 and get it off your chest.
Or 888-263-9002 for toll-free.
So Lisa has left the room, and I guess she's not really into this high-tech mirror that prints out all your flaws.
It wouldn't be printing anything with her.
You'd have to have a lot of ink, wouldn't you? That's not for Lisa. I didn't mean that just for Lisa now. She's out of the room. She can't hear this, so.
Yeah, but remember, this is all on a podcast.
No, okay.
She'll listen to later and just...
Yeah, well, where's the podcast on? It's on DaveWeinbaum.net.
Yeah.
I got a new website. Somebody stole my website.
Oh, man.
And so it's DaveWeinbaum.net, and this show is streaming live on it.
Right.
Plus, it'll have the podcast, about an hour afterwards?
Yeah.
Something like that. And then I'm also on the Dave Weinbaum show page on Facebook streaming live.
Wow.
Is that correct?
It is.
Okay, I want to make sure here.
And if you are a person that hasn't done really podcasts before, you might check Aaron Weinbaum's stuff out on Twitter or on Facebook, and he can tell you more about how to do your own podcast.
Very good, thanks.
But, not only that, but you can go to Spreaker.com, download the app, and that way when your show is over, it's on Spreaker immediately, and they can download it and listen to it at their leisure.
God, you have to teach me how to do that.
Oh, it's fun. I love it.
Hey, Stan and I listen to the show.
Yes.
I mean, really, it's a weird thing, but you never know how you're doing exactly, and you want to know.
Right.
And I'm performing up here. I don't know. I don't know how I'm doing. I mean, sometimes I think I'm sounding good, and I'm not that good, and sometimes I think I'm sounding bad, and I'm pretty good. So you never know. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
And welcome to you. This is Adolf.
Adolf, what's up, buddy?
Hey, now, think about this. Putin hates Hillary.
Yeah.
Putin hates Trump.
Yeah.
Putin hates America.
Yeah.
What do you do with your enemies? You divide and conquer, and that's exactly what he's doing. He keeps the Democrats at the Republicans' throats, and the Republicans at the Democrats' throats.
That's what he's done. And what Trump is trying to do is he's trying to divide Russia away from China.
Agreed.
So this is what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not like what we don't meddle in elections, Adolf.
Well, I'll be out there and cast my vote. You can bet on it.
Oh yeah, you will.
Conservative better be out there and casting their vote.
You will be dragging. You won't have to drag them. You'll be dragging all of your people down there by the fort, Fort Leonard, what that is, and they'll be out there because they're all patriots. They'll be out there voting. We need to keep the Congress.
Yeah, and the Senate.
Yes.
And the White House. And all of them.
We need it because these guys are going to kill the country. They proclaim that's what they're going to do. They're going to
step on their own toes.
Well, I hope so too. Well, thanks a lot, Adolf. You're eligible for the wonderful $35 McDonald's gift card. Thanks for calling, buddy.
Much.
Appreciate it.
You have a good one.
All right, bye-bye. All right, that was Adolf from, he's down there by the fort, Pulaski County. Anyways, there's a tragedy. This is a sad story. There's a tragedy today, and last night, I guess, on Table Rock Lake in Branson, a duck boat sank. So far, there's 13 dead. Whoa! Apparently, they had a storm warning and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Wow. You wouldn't expect that on that kind of a lake, would you?
No.
Wow. So that's a big deal, and I'm very sorry that happened, especially in this neck of the woods.
And our thoughts and prayers go out to the families and relatives.
Absolutely. It was terrible. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Chester from north of Doolittle.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is
We're not
going to have a Bible. We're not going to have a Bible debate, okay?
No. Just telling you, the death toll is 17.
Oh my goodness!
At the lake.
Okay, we'll allow that.
KY3.
You're not getting in the contest twice, so. But thank you for
No. I'm just telling you, the death toll that you just talked about is up to 17.
We're reporting from north of Doolittle.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you for
Chester.
Thank you, Chester. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Chester.
All right. Anyways, California Supreme Court. The thing about splitting California up into threes. There was one group that wanted to have 7 different states out of California. Can you believe that? So if you have a rotten piece of meat, what's the point in carving it into 7 pieces? Does that improve it or what? I mean, do you have parts of it that are good and parts are bad?
7 different ant piles when they all, rot.
But California Supremes killed the splitting California up in 3.
Oh, good.
So I guess that's done, at least till next election time.
Wonder how Moonbeam wonder what Moonbeam thought about that.
I don't think he liked it.
No.
It reduces his power. And San Francisco now has deemed that illegal aliens can vote for the school board.
Oh, my.
They don't pay anything to educate their children. Most of them are not paying taxes. It costs $15,000 per child to educate these illegal alien kids, and now they want to control the school board. What is that? See, this is stupidity. This is just so stupid. How do you get this stupid? All right. Anyways, it is stupid, and we're going to go on. We have another interview, don't we? Oh, we got to take a break first.
Yeah.
All right, and we have next. We've got Mitch, right?
Yeah.
So we'll get Mitch in there, and then we'll get Amy around 10:30 or so. Still got plenty of stuff to do.
11:30.
Yeah, 11:30. Sorry about that. Yes, I was on. What time was that? Mountain time or something? Yeah. All right. So, anyways, this is a theory for me, and I've had this trouble not with the males so much, the male interviewers, but the females. Is there a problem keeping track of where you're at and what time it is where you were? Because I've had this problem with Laura Loomer, and I've had it with the
Love Goddess.
Love Goddess.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so she lives in L.A., she's a TV star, she's a radio star, a blogger, an amazing writer, very bright conservative,
yes.
And she's going to all these different places, like Washington, D.C., and she can't figure out the time zone.
Well, she's in London now, though.
She's in London, and we were going to do an interview, right? So she's telling me, well, that's only 2 hours difference, isn't it? It's 6 hours difference. What's going on? I shouldn't talk about her because I like her.
Oh,
and she's great interview, and she's great at what she does, and I think she's really good for the show. And hopefully I'm good for her. But she couldn't do it because she had commitments 6 hours, 6:30 in London that she could not call in. So she'll be on probably next week if she can figure out where the hell she is. Anyways, we're going to be right back. Call 573-364-4433 to get it off your chest.
Fixing your computer should be as easy as learning your ABCs, right? Wrong. The easiest way to fix a computer is to take a hammer to it, but that doesn't fix anything. So go back to the ABC basics, or really just the A, like an A1 Tech of Rolla LLC. A1 Tech takes the stress out of repairs for you with quick turnaround on all electronic repairs. With mobile pickup and on-site services, including evening and weekends, A1 Tech will be sure to have you up and running as quickly as possible. Give them a call at 458-9175 or visit A1TechofRolla.com.
KKID Salem Rolla.
We let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you.
Your summer vacation sounded so good when you first planned it, but now you're facing hours in a cramped car with the kids on top of each other. Spread out. Give everyone the room and comfort they want with the Chrysler Pacifica minivan. I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the new Taylor Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Give your family a vacation that's memorable for all the right reasons. We can help you with the down payment, too, with over $3,000 cash allowance to qualified buyers. Come take a look at the new Chrysler Pacifica, available now at Taylor Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram on South 63 in Rolla, or on the web at TaylorChryslerDodgeJeepRam.net.
The Acar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Acar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Acar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Acar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Acar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at the Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
I mean, look, Dwight Eisenhower, 60 years ago when he left the White House, no radical he was a 5-star general and a 2-term Republican president, warned that there was this permanent military faction in Washington that would benefit financially and in terms of power by having the U.S. on a permanent war footing, something the Founding Fathers never wanted. That was before Vietnam, before the Cold War really got underway in a hardcore manner, and obviously before the War on Terror when it's grown and grown and grown and grown ever still. So there's huge factions in Washington that are very vested in always having an enemy that Americans are scared of. And right now, what Democrats and Republicans, the leadership of each party, sort of the foreign policy elite, are working in unison to do is to try and convince Americans to be sufficiently afraid of Vladimir Putin and Russia that they're willing to essentially acquiesce to everything. Interestingly, Obama resisted that bipartisan pressure for 8 years. He was a believer that Russia was not a threat, that we ought to try and cooperate with them. It's the Democrats in the post-2016 era looking for an explanation of how Hillary Clinton lost, who are trying to essentially find a foreign villain to escape accountability and blame for themselves.
They cannot take responsibility for a lousy candidate, can they?
Nope.
They cannot do what Barack Obama said they would do. They cannot just turn around, shake hands, and congratulate the winner of the election. They have to have a scapegoat. And conveniently, that scapegoat is somebody that Barack Obama had no problem meeting with, colluding with, running away from, erasing red lines after red line, and that was Russia. He had no problem saying we're not at war. That when he debated Romney, the 1980s want their foreign policy back. Russia is not a threat. And now you got Trump doing it, and Trump is talking to Putin, and they have an apoplectic fit. These people are just absolutely nuts. Some of them are conniving, but they're convincing people to get physical. And when they get physical, we're going to have to respond somehow. And I don't know when or how that's going to be, but it's headed that way. Which reminds me, I want to get a bunch of MAGA hats.
Yeah.
You know? And if it provokes you that I wear a damn hat, you know what? Screw you.
I bet you that Whoopi Goldberg is kind of glad she didn't take a swing at Judge Jeanine, because Jeanine, she can be mean now. I mean, she's absolutely right when she gets righteous indignation.
I think she carries, too.
Oh, of course she does.
Yeah, she has to in her position.
Well, probably not anywhere around ABC, or any of the alphabet networks.
That's probably the most dangerous place for her, and it's proven so. So, all right, we're going to talk now with my cousin from another uncle. Is that how I don't even know how you say that. I guess so. But his name is Mitch Weinbaum, and here he is.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything that traffic will allow. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Even with a turkey that you know will fold, you may be stranded out in the cold. Still, you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Let's go on with the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, special treat. Comedy writer, producer, director, teacher, showbiz legend in the making, official millennial expert to the Dave Weinbaum Show, and my cousin, we think, 22-year-old Mitch Weinbaum. Hi, Mitch. How are you?
Hey, Dave. How are you?
Great to have you back on the show.
Thanks for having me.
The last National Enquirer, there was a report that Roseanne was offered $37 million in ownership of her show. A better deal than she had with ABC, who canceled her. What do you think of that?
I've heard this rumor. I've been searching for a source to actually be able to confirm it. I've heard that this was sort of a big couple of weeks for Roseanne, but it's an incredibly substantial offer, and it would mean that she, in theory, would have a new series, would have a developmental contract to create a new series for a competing network that would be against the time slot of the Connors.
That would be pure revenge, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be.
Who's going to watch the Connors when they can watch the real thing, Roseanne?
Right. Well, I mean, it's strange. I keep sort of wondering what they're going to even do with the absence of Roseanne's character when she was the heart and the drive of the series. It seems like it's going to feel very absent without her. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. But it being on a competing network, that's going to be a rivalry between networks that I've never seen before.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that she could do to really screw with them, too, She could have this thing where she was kicked out and banned by her family for being a conservative. There's all sorts of things they could do with that.
And it becomes a political issue because it's sort of it's like it becomes the left watching the Connors and the right watching the new Roseanne Untitled Project. Like it's if it's actually going to be a real thing, it's really going to be interesting.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you got this 28-year-old socialist from Brooklyn who overwhelmed the sitting congressman there, and she's been out on the campaign trail. Her name is Cortez, I believe. Okay. And she's talking about anti-Israel, Israel being apartheid, and ICE being eliminated, guaranteed income for those who even don't work. Do millennials support this kind of stuff, and is this a good thing for the Democratic Party?
That's a complicated question. I think. What was the question specifically? Are millennials buying into it?
Yeah, are millennials buying into the socialist crap of everybody gets $500 a month, no matter whether they work or not, and obviously it's coming from the taxpayer. And that Israel is bad and the Palestinians are good. Let's see, guaranteed income, guaranteed support. ICE should be banned. That's the people that protect the border.
Yeah, I think perhaps there is a little bit being bought in. I think that socialism was really grew popularity with the popularity of Bernie Sanders, in the 2016 election. Yep. I think that millennials really responded to the words and ideas that he had to offer. I personally didn't identify, with him, but I understood how maybe the kind of common millennial would appreciate a guy like him. But I think that. Yeah, maybe they wouldn't use. I don't think anyone would outwardly use the word socialism, but I think the ideas that you're all talking to are ideas that millennials are very much buying into.
Yeah, well, she is a socialist. She's a self-proclaimed socialist.
Well, I believe it.
As is Bernie. Only even Bernie says he's a Democrat, but he's
Bernie. Yeah,
right.
He said he's a democratic socialist, which is a contradiction.
Well, yeah, it's an oxymoron. Absolutely, I would agree with that. Hey, Comcast drops out, gives out to Disney in the buying of Fox. And my question to you, I don't know if you're paying attention to that or not, but is there any opportunity for a guy like you to get involved with one of these groups?
Yeah, I've actually worked with a company that was a close affiliate. My first job was working for a company that was a very close affiliate to Disney and had made several Disney branded films. But we were the finance house that pushed them out. So our branding was also on there, but. There would be some opportunity because I actually know quite a few people in the Fox Disney world. I have one friend in particular that I've worked very closely with. That is a right now he just scored a developmental contract with Fox. Given that the Disney contract goes through, and he's going to be able to essentially create a new production house, and I think there would be definitely opportunity for me through him to create some kind of TV series or film or something.
Well, Fox might be buying the Roseanne deal. Maybe you can go be the director of the director. Yeah. I mean, maybe
I think it will be Fox.
Maybe
I think if it's any network. I haven't found a source to confirm it, but I think if it's any network, it will have to be Fox.
Yeah. Hey, do millennials read Trump tweets?
Yes, absolutely.
And don't they like some of them? Don't they like the fact that they can hear from their president 5 or 6 times a day, even though they don't like what he says sometimes? They don't
they hate it. They hate it so much. It actually like is making them physically ill. Like it's really insane.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, does it bother you?
It doesn't. I think the way that you put it, it doesn't bother me. Like I do kind of think it's an interesting concept because I like it on the sense that okay, our president can kind of jump over the medium because like the media and get right to the punch.
Yeah.
Because like Barack Obama, I mean, he had a Twitter, he was certainly active, but tweets were run by his run by his team, and tweets that were signed by him were signed Bo, and the same thing with Clinton, and the same thing with most politicians. But Trump is, I mean, before office and in office, he has proven that there is no need for any team to run. He can just have his phone out and at any event look down and just start tweeting whatever pops into his mind.
Here's what I like about it. You can, even if you hate Trump, you could comment back to him. And it goes on public Twitter that you can debate the president of the United States or tell him you like what he did or have a mixed message, and people on Twitter will judge it. I mean, that's what I like about it. How many times in your life do you get to talk to the president of the United States?
Well, never.
Exactly.
So once in a life. It's a once in a lifetime forum, and it's only possible because of Twitter. But I think that because of his, I think because of the way that he sort of speaks, I think that people my age really have just a distaste for it. They really like it's. I can't go. I've counted. I can't go 9 tweets without seeing a millennial criticism of Trump.
Yeah.
That's my average.
Hey, Mitch, did you hear about the guy who deleted songs?
No.
Yeah, he was a decomposer. Ladies and gentlemen, my cousin from Connecticut, Mitch Weinbaum. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dave.
Mitch, for being a star in the Dave Weinbaum Show. You too, buddy. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Well, there we go. That's the cousin from another uncle. I don't know how that works. I don't want to even think about it, quite frankly. But, it's very interesting.
He's an entertainer.
I find these people on Twitter and Facebook, and, somewhere along the line, because the name is rare.
Right.
Weinbaum is a very, very rare name, believe it or not. There's Weinberg and Weinstein. Those are a lot more common. They are very special people. Somebody said I was related to Napoleon.
Oh.
Short and mean.
In stature, yeah.
Short and mean, that's what I am.
Separated by girth?
Well, no, I don't think he was...
Napoleon was a little bitty guy, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, he had a complex, too.
Yeah.
I'm not like that.
No.
You know where I'm not like that.
No.
No way I could be mixed up with that. Anyways, we're going to take a break right now, and we got plenty of stuff more. And we got Dr. Amy coming up, and we got a bunch of extras. Actually, we're getting a little tight, but that's no problem for the callers. 573-364-4433 to get the wonderful $35 McDonald's gift card where you can buy all that fresh quarter pounder meat and get it off your chest.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
Price Chopper in Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area with a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe. You can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community born, community raised, community serving.
Hillcrest Pharmacy and Optical in Rolla invites you in to experience local hometown service, friendly staff that you build a friendship with over 60 years of solutions, and service you don't get in a chain store. When you buy local, the money stays here. And now with free delivery to the local area, Hillcrest service just got better. Shorter wait times. Large chain stores look at you as business. To Hillcrest, you're people who love to serve. Call today at 341-2020 or stop in on Highway 63 in Rolla. Hillcrest Pharmacy and Optical, hometown service you can count on.
At Premier Title Group, we realize that one of the most important decisions in your life is when you purchase or sell your property. We strive to treat each customer like they are part of our family. At Premier Title Group, we offer quick yet very accurate title searches and will close your real estate transaction in a timely manner. With unmatched customer service, you'll find that we truly live up to our motto, providing you with a premier experience during your real estate transaction, serving Phelps and its surrounding counties. Remember, when it comes to title insurance, you have a choice. Choose Premier Title Group. May God bless our troops and our emergency responders.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com. If you're remodeling your home, then you are going to want to start from the bottom up and get some new flooring at the Flooring Nook in Rolla. Oh, you went to a big box store. How'd that go?
Excuse me, sir. I need some help picking out flooring. Oh, yeah. I'm in lawn and garden, and I'm on break. I'll get somebody.
And then no one ever comes.
Sir, the store is closing. You're going to have to leave. Should have went to the Flooring Nook.
Yes, you should have. See the folks that actually want to help with your flooring needs at the Flooring Nook. Stop in at 2077 Old St. James Road or find us on Facebook.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
It is true that even though Trump and Obama are posited as these polar opposites on a lot of issues, trade being one, but Russia being another, they actually sound a lot more alike than they do different. And it is true that Obama repeatedly refused to do things that Trump did, like send lethal arms to Ukraine, like bomb forces in Assad, because Obama didn't want to provoke tensions with Putin, because he thought that it would be better for both countries to get along, which is very similar to what Donald Trump is saying.
And now, all of a sudden, they want Donald Trump to go up there and beat the hell out of Putin, probably shirtless. At least that's what they're implying that. Otherwise, you're committing treason. This is such crap. And guys, are you seeing this? Are you understanding what's going on? All right. And even some of the Republicans are going along with this. Why? Because they're cowards. They're part of the deep state, some of these guys. Like Ryan, he made a despicable statement the other day, agreeing with the liberals about, well, he should have been more, presidential. Oh, screw you. What the? Get out of there. You have resigned. Get the hell out of office now. Get out of there. You're causing a lot of damage. All right? With you, we're gonna have a change in Congress. All right, we're going to listen to the Dr. Amy song. The song is Bobby McGee. And then we're going to hear her interview. Hit it, Dan. Thank you.
Busted flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train. I was feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained and rode us all the way to New Orleans. I pulled my harpoon out of my was playing soft while Bobby sang the blues, yeah. Windshield wipers slapped in time, holding Bobby's hand in mine. We sang every song the driver knew. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing, don't mean nothing, honey, if it ain't free. And feeling good was easy, love, when he sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby McGee. From the Kentucky coal
You know, I hate doing this, but we're running out of time, and I got other stuff to do. And Dr. Amy, it's a great song. And,
It is.
You know, she's working on an original song, I think.
Oh, really?
Well, she gave me homework.
Yeah, that's
and I had
right.
to do my homework. Well, guess what? I can give out homework, too.
You sure can.
I've never been able to. Now I'm in a position I can give out homework. So do your homework, Dr. Amy. And we're going to get right now into your interview. So hit it, Stan.
Now if you feel that you can't go on, because all of your hope is gone, and your life is filled with much confusion, until happiness is just an illusion, and your world around is crumbling down, darling, reach out. Come on, girl, reach out for me. Reach out. Reach out for me. I'll be there with the love that will shine for you. I'll be there with the love that will see you through. When you feel lost and about to give up, because your best just ain't good enough, and you feel the world has grown cold, and you're drifting out all on your own, and you need a hand to hold, darling. Reach out. Come on, girl, reach out for me. Reach out. Reach out for me. Ha! I'll be there to love and comfort you. I'll be there to cherish and care for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, special treat. PhD psychologist, motivational speaker, writer, singer, schoolmarm, and the official shrink to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Dr. Amy Cooper Hakeem. Hi, Dr. Amy. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
Okay, real good. Hey, schoolmarm, you know, you gave me homework.
Yes.
Are you happy with yourself?
I'm happy that you did it.
Well, who said I did it? I had nightmares.
No!
I stopped. I started. I lost it. I found it. The dog took a bite out of it.
Oh, gosh.
You know, it was like going back to school. You know, I mean, I was never a good student. You know that, right? So you want me to say this on the air?
I mean, if you'd like, or you can talk about the process.
You have to think about political things when you're doing this. And the first thing that you got to say is, my lovely girlfriend, Lisa. You see? That was Saturday. But how do you leave things out like God? Okay? I mean, how do you do that? Well, okay, my new dog, Gracie. My old dog, Ralphie. My parrot, Malcolm. All the little animals. I don't even name my grandchildren there. And then next day was Sarah, my daughter. Lexi and Violet, my granddaughters by her. My business, McDonald's in Rolla. And my Dr. Amy mirror. I've got a Dr. Amy mirror in the Rolla McDonald's. Did you know that? And they love it. I had a picture on Facebook on it. Okay, that's all. I'll talk about one thing, golf. Steve Wheeler at K-Kid here. Stan Hines, who's sitting right here. Thank God I had him on the list because now he's doing this interview. And Jesse Wheeler, and that's all I'm going to do. Okay, I did it. I don't know. That helps you. I don't know about me.
Well, let me ask you a question. You were
let me go. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me go lie down on the couch.
Oh, gosh.
No, go ahead. No. I'll stand.
So it's very interesting to me
Yes.
that first off, you were working on socially desirable responses, meaning what? Not I'm not saying that you don't feel that you're grateful for those people, but the fact that you were purposely trying to make sure that you included the right people
Yes.
is something that it can be just, I mean, it's not to say that you wouldn't have chosen them anyway, but I would be curious to see if next week you don't share your results and if you still have the same items. So it might be, sometimes if I'm writing something down, yes, I mean, I am truly grateful for my family and my loved ones, and I'm not such an animal person, but we do have animals in our home. I don't know if they would make my list, but it's
Hopefully
not
you're not talking about the kids.
Oh, ha ha.
My
At
gosh.
one point, we actually had 9 animals in our house, and I literally, that is my husband's responsibility and my children's responsibility to take care of the
9?
fish and the crested gecko and the dog, and yes.
Wow.
So, but in addition to just people who obviously are incredibly important to us and who make our lives more complete, it's also certain things that bring joy to you, just you alone. So perhaps, like for me, I happen to take great pleasure if I see a beautiful rainbow or a beautiful sunset. To me, that makes me stop and pause and say, wow, there's something greater than me. So you may find that, having an hour to play golf brings you a certain type of comfort or satisfaction that you may not have otherwise.
Absolutely.
So in addition to people, if you dig a little bit deeper beyond that, then I think you'll find the exercise to be all the more meaningful, because it's not to say that you wouldn't place those as your first top priority, but if you're trying each day, say, to come up with something completely different or new, you're going to eventually exhaust your list of people and loved ones, right? And you're going to end up going and digging a little bit deeper. So sometimes a client might say, hey, I got to work and I didn't have anybody honking at me while I was driving. I was able to get through without hitting a red light. And even just like if you enjoy a certain type of food or a beverage or whatever, those type of little things that hit our senses can make us feel happier.
Where does religion and God come into this?
Well, so I believe that plays a big role for many. And interestingly, there's research that shows that not just having some type of religion, but actually going to services and to participating in communal type events can actually help people to have a sense of community and belongingness and really solidify one's identity. So, yes, I mean, there are definite components there. And interestingly, also, in an organizational setting, not from a religious standpoint, but there is something like a spirituality that can affect an organization in the culture and the way that people vibe and work together. So when you incorporate that, I mean, that brings me personally a lot of satisfaction.
Hey, what do you do every day before 10 o'clock that other successful people do? Does it involve pacing?
I have paced so much today. I've had some really good phone calls. But the first thing I do every morning is I make my bed. I don't tuck in the corners of the sheets, but I literally pull up my sheets on my bed. And successful people actually make their bed, interestingly. So that's the first thing that I do. I also take a few moments just for myself to breathe. I don't like to just jump in. I have a very busy household with 3 young kids and a husband and all those animals. So I really just I stop and I stay in bed for a moment when I wake up. I don't just jump up and go. And I try to just take that moment to breathe because if I do that, then I am able to get my thoughts collected and together. Right. I also look at my list of items that I'm going to do, and I make sure that I know when things are happening, when appointments are, so that I can schedule my time accordingly.
So you write things down. You write lists.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a very important thing in terms of successful people.
Yeah, I agree. We have to have goals, and we have to have clear goals that we set and know how we want to accomplish them. Not just these broad, overarching goals, but little mini steps that we can hit that will help us to achieve that bigger, greater goal, and then we're more likely to do that.
So, are you sleeping better?
I'm very excited to share that my 2 girls are in a play. They're in The Little Mermaid tonight.
Oh, cool.
Yay! So I've not been sleeping as well because I've been stage momming it a bit.
Do they sing?
Yeah, but I did get a little over 7 hours last night.
Well, that's all right. You got kids. That's understandable. Hey, I don't know if I heard about this in the news, but a plane full of Dalmatians crashed.
Oh.
Yeah. But all the survivors were spotted. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Amy Cooper Hakeem. I cannot get one over on her because she's smart. All right, thank you so much for being a star on the Dave Weinbaum Show, and good luck with the kids and the Little Mermaid and Heidi Elad.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
How do you get all that material from a industrial psychologist? That's
she
what
is
I
good.
want to know. She's just good. She find and she's always on time. This is one woman who knows her time zone.
Yes.
She is always on time, on the mark. I don't think she's ever been late. And so that's good. So maybe she is one of those women that the exception proves the rule, because she is calling from Boca Raton. It is Eastern time. Okay, and she's never had a problem.
No.
So I take it back that it sounded like I said all women were challenged by time zone differences. So she is the exception that proves that I'm wrong. Just 99.99999%. Anyways, call the show 573-364-4433. But we got a lot of stuff to put in a small time, and you want to get in on that contest because about 10 till is when we're going to end it, and you got to call me personally at 573-578-2700 sometime before midnight tonight, and sometime after 12:15 p.m. here. So because I gotta get to work. I gotta go to my day job. All right.
That's right.
So we'll be right back. Get it off your chest.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla, or call 314-3300. That's 314-3300.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
Hillcrest Pharmacy and Optical in Rolla invites you in to experience local hometown service, friendly staff that you build a friendship with over 60 years of solutions, and service you don't get in a chain store. When you buy local, the money stays here. And now with free delivery to the local area, Hillcrest service just got better. Shorter wait times. Large chain stores look at you as business. To Hillcrest, your people they love to serve. Call today at 341-2020 or stop in on Highway 63 in Rolla. Hillcrest Pharmacy and Optical, hometown service you can count on.
What does your morning sound like?
Goodbye, baby.
Is she asleep?
Yeah, finally.
Great. I picked up our favorite breakfast sandwiches from McDonald's.
Ooh.
turn. Here's to making your morning routine a little better. Right now, mix and match 2 select breakfast sandwiches, like a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, a sausage McMuffin with egg, or a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit for just $4. Breakfast at McDonald's. Single item at regular price at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
The people yelling the loudest about how the Russians are our greatest enemy and Trump is their puppet happen to be the very same people who have been mismanaging our foreign policy for the past 2 decades. The people who invaded Iraq and wouldn't admit it was a mistake. The people who killed Muammar Gaddafi for no obvious reason and prolonged the horrible Syrian civil war and then threw open the borders of Europe. The ones still defending the pointless Afghan conflict and even now planning brand new disasters around the world in Lebanon, Iran, and yes, in Russia. These are the people who've made America weaker and poorer and sadder. The group whose failures got Trump elected in the first place. You would think by this late date they would be discredited completely and unemployable, wearing uniforms and picking up trash by the side of a turnpike somewhere. But no, they're not. They're hosting cable news shows. They're holding high positions of influence at the State Department. They run virtually every nonprofit public policy institution in Washington. They are still, in some sense, in charge of our national conversation.
And worst of all, they have security clearance. Clapper, security clearance. John Brennan, security clearance. Isn't Trump in charge of that? Why would they? I would take it away.
Strzok still has.
He still has a job.
Yeah.
He still works for the FBI, still getting a paycheck.
Because he knows where all the bodies are buried.
Incredible. Hey, I got to tell you, just a little something here, and then we're going to hit some extras. O'Reilly, Dave O'Reilly, my banker. Why are all my friends like O'Reillys or Hines or Strausser? Where are my Jewish friends? My Jewish rabbi friend, he steals my jokes. This is wrong. Anyways, his schoolmates, he tells me he was at Matt's the other day. I said, why don't you call me? He says, well, I didn't want to bother you. Oh, BS. Anyways, this guy, one of his friend's father was a pro at Greenbrier. I believe that's in West Virginia, I think. And it's one of the best country clubs ever. And he says it has the best steaks. So they're at Matt's. And O'Reilly said, you're going to change your mind when you eat this. He says, there's no way. Greenbrier's private membership to all Congress and things like that. Nobody has better steaks than that. And guess what? Changed his mind.
Oh, I bet.
He says, holy cow. That's a bad steak joke.
Matt's
right there.
is
Holy cow!
good.
This is the best steak I've ever had. Yeah. So it's not just me saying it. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Bill, and from Salem.
Hi, Bill. What's going on, my man?
Pretty good. Everything's going well. It's not going on the politics. Yeah, somebody explained all those people one time. I've heard on the radio how they get those not-for-profit and donation places. They get a lot of money from the Democrats and Republicans, and then that's how they kind of get dirty money, you know. But what I was calling about was nobody seems to talk about this. But after that press conference between Putin and Trump,
yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, well, do you want me to interrupt you? Wait a minute. I've been told I interrupt too much. You got to make this quick, though, because I don't have a lot of time.
Okay. A few months ago, Trump said something about having a space force, part of the military.
Yes.
Well, everybody was making fun of him. During that press conference, Putin said, you know, he was worried about it. He said that they're going to make sure that both sides don't put any weapons into space.
Sort of reminds you of Ronald Reagan and Star War protection. That really broke the Soviet Union. You know, Trump is no dummy. He is no dummy. I mean, he's got stuff. He talks nice and carries a big stick, whereas Obama talked about, you do that again, you go over my red line, you're going to be in trouble. And it meant nothing. Trump does stuff and talks gently later.
Kind of, you know, so that kind of tells me that U.S. is close to putting weapons into space and Russia is not.
Well, okay. That's something to be concerned about if you're Putin. Thank you so much for the call, Bill. You'll be in the contest. All right, okay. So we're going to have while
Honey, are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. While we're going to be doing these first two extras, you will put these in a hat and stir them up so that I can put them.
Oh, I'll stir them up.
Do
all right.
you understand?
I'll stir
Versteh.
'em up.
You versteh. Comprehend. All right. So here we go. Hit it, Stan.
But on the big questions, Trump is indisputably right. The Cold War is over. The world has changed. It is time to rethink America's alliances and to act in our own interest for once. Russia is not a close friend of the United States. But the question is, why should we consider Russia a mortal enemy? Of course Russia spies on us. So do a lot of countries, some of them far more effectively than Russia. The Russian attempt to meddle in our election was comically amateurish. Badly targeted Facebook ads almost nobody saw. Compare that effort to the deep penetration of American industry and the defense sector by the Communist government of China. Or compare it to the remarkable sway that the Sunni Gulf states have over our political process. Or the fact that Latin American countries are changing election outcomes here by forcing demographic change on this country at a rate that American voters consistently say they don't want. Obviously, it's possible, entirely possible, maybe likely that the Russian government broke into the DNC servers before the last election. It certainly sounds like something they might do. But before we act like we know for a fact that that's what happened and go to war with Russia over that, shouldn't we see some actual evidence that it happened? Why not? Like maybe a server, or at least a clear explanation of what happened. We haven't seen that. And that's what Trump asked for. How dare he? That's a treasonous thought, we were told. He's a quisling, a traitor to his country. That's what they're saying. And not just a few of them. All of them are saying that in unison. Think for a second about what they are demanding. If you don't automatically accept the imprecise, non-specific, never fully explained findings of shadowy intelligence agencies with long, documented track records of making serious mistakes, you've somehow betrayed your country. But on the big questions, Trump is indisputably right. The Cold War is over. The world has changed.
I was just repeating the same thing again.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, the intel guys think they're running the country. They are not even in the Constitution. There's no FBI, CIA, DOJ. They're not in the Constitution.
Nope.
And they're under the power of the president. The president has power over them. And he needs to start executing some of it, at least get all the things released that they're holding back from the FBI and the DOJ and get them to Congress. And he ought to be doing that right now. And where the hell is Sessions? Does he still work for the Department of Justice? He's supposed to be the guy running it. You never hear from the guy.
If you do, he'd probably just say, "How dare you?"
All right, we're going to pick this, and then first we're going to hear from Gutfeld. He has some really interesting stuff, nasty stuff on Brett Kavanaugh, the new Supreme Court judge. I know you haven't heard about him lately. He's been hidden in the news, but starting next week, I think he's going to start interviewing with congressmen, and the Dems are just apoplectic about this guy, and you couldn't get a more even the Bushes like this guy,
right,
which really turns my stomach against him, sort of. But no, the guy's milquetoast. Okay, he's a typical conservative. Hit it. You there?
Well, it's supposedly hit. I don't know where it's at, though. Let's see.
All right. Well, I'll keep talking. You got it?
No idea.
Okay. No big deal. All right. You got drum rolls. You have drum roll. All right.
Who's drawing?
I am drawing.
You are drawing.
Have you mixed them up properly?
Of course.
What's that?
I figured out why I didn't get Gutfeld.
Why?
I was pushing the wrong button.
All right, go do Gutfeld. We still got time.
All right.
Is Brett Kavanaugh unqualified or evil? Born February 12, 1965, the very same day the United States government conducted a nuclear test in the Nevada desert. A coincidence? Who knows? But it seems Kavanaugh was already on the road to war. As a teen, Kavanaugh would attend Georgetown Prep, along with Dylan Baker, who played a murderous KGB agent in the hit show The Americans. His real name, Vitaly Sorokin. If only the Russian connections stopped there. Kavanaugh was later confirmed to the D.C. Appeals Court in May 2006. The same month, Kentucky Derby winner Barbaro suffered an injury during the Preakness Stakes. 8 months later, he was euthanized. Where was Kavanaugh during this? Russia, perhaps? Good question. Perhaps we should ask it in Russian. And finally, Kavanaugh's middle name is Michael. Brett Michael Kavanaugh. What's missing? Well, you can't spell Supreme without an S, and add an S to Michael, and you have Brett Michaels, lead singer of a band called Poison. Poison, a substance often used by foreign agents to kill critics. A coincidence or collusion? Brett Michaels, leader of Poison, first and middle name of Kavanaugh, who won Celebrity Apprentice in 2010. The host, Mr. Donald Trump, who after nominating Kavanaugh will exit the country to meet a man named Vlad Putin. Nuclear bombs, the KGB, animal cruelty, poison, Putin, and Trump. Is it no longer that Brett Kavanaugh is simply unqualified, but that he is evil?
Oh my God. What did Trump do?
Oh my gosh.
Who did he nominate? This is
hilarious.
This is not far away from what the liberals are doing. That's Craig Gutfeld. He's really funny. All right. Do I get a drum roll? A big one? There we go. Give me another one. Give me another one. Oh, no, this can't be right. No. Rewarding this person for her bad deed. Okay, all right, I got to do it. Dina from Lennox. Cut it out. No, she doesn't deserve the applause.
She does, too.
She mocked me. She got me in trouble. All right, Dina. Call me at, should I give her my right number? No. 573-578-2700. But you got to do it by midnight tonight, and you can't start until 12:15. Okay? 12:15 this afternoon. All right, don't mock me. That's almost 6 hours, right? Somebody could squeeze a phone call in 6 hours. Yes, you're probably.
You know from funny, you bastard.
Yeah, there you go. You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Hey, do we want a piece of me? Yeah. Do we got time for Trump Dog? We can't leave the program without Trump Dog. Can we?
I don't think so.
All right, so we'll do Trump Dog. And that's, about 2 minutes?
1:13. Yeah,
okay.
We got time. We got time.
All right, hit it.
We will do what has never been done. Scan the household pet's mind to translate his thoughts into words. Now, the subject today will be my own dog, Max. Max, speak.
Woof, woof, woof. Hi, I'm Max. It's me, Max. I like Park and Leash, and I like Trump. He's my man. Donald Trump is our president. He carried the Electoral College fair and square.
This can't be right. Did you know your dog likes Trump?
He doesn't.
I absolutely do. I know Trump has issues, but one big change is better than business as usual. The Dow was up 2,700 points since he was elected. What's not to like?
I'm sorry, but you're just a dog. You don't know what you're talking about.
Excuse me, Helen, but yes, I do. Stinking helmet. I can't believe you put this on me.
I can't believe you're saying this. You're supposed to be my best friend.
And as your friend, I don't want to see your tax dollars going to health care for illegals.
Explode. What about his record on women's rights? Don't you want me to have a choice over my own body?
You didn't afford me a choice when you cut off my balls.
That's so funny. You know, that's the funniest bit I've ever heard on
Saturday Night
Live.
Me too.
It's incredibly funny, and it's like so much of their stuff. Even the comics are starting to complain on SNL that it's so not funny, that the anti-Trump stuff is so over the top that it's not funny anymore because they're not joking about the other side.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're going to have comedy and you want to just do it to piss off half the population, and in this case, well, more than half the population. I don't know. Is that a good business model?
No.
Please let me know. I mean, when Roseanne started her show back, there was a glimmer of conservatism in and amongst a lot of liberalism, and the ratings that she got, holy cow, just a little bit of attention they gave to conservatism, and the boards lit up until they got rid of her, costing them probably about $100 million. And now she's gonna have another gig. I think she's gonna be in her own YouTube with her son, and maybe a $37 million deal with Fox or Disney or somebody.
Man.
You'd have to be an idiot. Well, it can't be Disney because they're ABC. Anyways, how long do we have, Stanley?
About 30 seconds.
About 30 seconds, okay. So that wasn't 1 minute. That was just, wait a minute, you idiot. I don't know.
No, actually.
All right, well, I want to...
1 clock here says that, 1 clock here says
I want to thank all my listeners, all my sponsors. Please spend money for people that they're putting their money where my big mouth is. People make money who advertise. I already gave you my phone number. If you want to advertise, call it. You all have, you have a great weekend, and, talk to your friends. Do not take any crap from anybody. Be nice, but don't let them lie. Don't let their lies go. You got to speak the truth, and fear not. All right?
That's right.
This is the Dave Weinbaum Show. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Stan, and thank you, Lisa. Strasser, have a great weekend.
Take my hand, child, come with me.
KKID, Salem, Rolla.
It's to a castle.